Here's the world. It's called Erroth. Damn, it's a pretty sweet world, you might say. It's just chilling, flat, but even though a giant earthquake shook the continent and this mysterious dead zone called the Empty continues to spread across the land, our heroes are way more likely to blow themselves up. We've got Finnigan and Gwendolyn Flanagan, twin halfling con artists who meet in a strange drow named Zonder Eldra something in the Half Mounds. They try to help a mother who lost her children that happen to have found the world's worst babysitters, Matthias Huckleberry, a mousefolk thief who has a mage hand with a mind of its own, Nereid, a sorcerer who might not have a mind at all, and Mina, a furbolg who didn't even have a name till 5 minutes ago. Yikes. Turns out the creepy forest twins are actually slime monsters called Oblex, and the newly convened party nearly becomes slime popsicles while arguing about whether or not Mina's a cow.
Oh man, these new folks are pretty powerful. That's just what I'm looking for. As soon as we escaped the slime lair, we found an underground cult temple that's older than I am. Maybe. That's where we met Feathers. We then defeated a gargoyle, nearly drowned in a river, and spilled out onto the farm of Bobby Garcia. He's a skeleton farmer man who seemed grateful to be dead. Oh, now I get it.
Arty-darty-darty-dar. Bobby makes as much sense as anything else I've seen today, so I decided I would help him out by dealing with his little kobold problem in exchange for a magic item. The mousy one was pretty helpful in scouting the place, and at least the giant one can turn into a bear in addition to her true cow form. The kobolds had a giant red demon toad as a prisoner though, and I was the only one smart enough to let it go. I was also the only one to be temporarily impregnated by it, but that's besides the point. I can't wait to be rid of these
family. That's what we are. I just know it. We even have a child now, a baby basilisk that's gonna be my best friend. My other best friend, Zonda, also needed some help taking care of some old drow bullies in the southern outpost. So my best friend Gwendolyn and I snuck into the prison cells while my best friends Mina and Finn pretended to be slaves to Zonda. He's my best friend. We won, obviously. Best friends forever. Oh yeah, also, ancient skeletons.
Actually, we'll deal with that later, Matthias. First, we have to sell Bobby's oranges and help these little farm towns on the way back to the Half Mounds. Man, they're friendly. They invite us in, give us free food, want to have an orgy later, provide free water. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Nereid, wait, please don't drink the water.
Ooh, too late. Hey.
Ah, shite. Well, funny story, actually. It turns out that something called a spectator was in the well, and this ash-carrying cult was poisoning the water. We had to get rid of him, and we did, thankfully. But it... Actually, wait. I wonder if those other towns are having the same problem. Gwen wants to go to the Half Mounds. I don't know why. Guess we'll deal with the other stuff later. Wait, is it a problem we keep saying that?
Hey Finn, can you try this herb that maybe my brother maybe left here to maybe make our furball clan able to make babies? Maybe?
Sure. Hey Mina, what time was that orgy again?
It works.
Never mind.
Oh wow, all over my shoes. I need to do some more tests. Meanwhile, we're gonna stop at Bobby's just for a sec. Where's Bobby? Why are there bones everywhere? This isn't the kind of bone I hoped for today.
Quiet, giant. Don't you see? The drow princess I sent here for protection has been captured. And I, Dandur Kulgmaidrin Shunt Kalalindri Dal Drevain, will rescue her. For I am an elite drow warrior with strong companions who obey my every whim. Now stay here while I... wait. Where did you fools go?
Oops.
So maybe I was lying and I'm not an elite warrior, and the actual elite warriors are coming, and we should get out.
Is that a sex room?
Oh, it sure is.
Look, despite every story beat seemingly involving sex, the final episode was totally legit and heartwarming and PG. You see, Gwen's old lover... Oh, damn it. Well, he's at the Half Mounds for the funeral of Sackville, the wealthiest man in the region. He's quite interested in seeing Sackville's will. No, not like that. Before anyone else. Gwen and Z convince the party to survey the estate that naturally has a bunch of murder puzzles in a secret basement. How the hell they solved them, I'll never know. Lo and behold, Sackville might have an heir after all. Hey Finn, how'd you like to be a playboy billionaire? Finn? What happens next? Find out soon on Lawful Stupid's wacky 5th edition D&D campaign, Party Foul. The end.
Right, we're back live. Oh, I missed the last bit. Never mind. We're back live.
Wow, what?
The ending.
I thought it was
Button
the
ending.
picture.
It's fine. It's fine.
The end.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. That project was probably way longer than it probably should have, but we are so happy to share that with you.
We all learned a lot during the process.
It's been fun. We learned a lot about our limitations, as well as how darn good we can get about halfway through, and then how do we fix this? Anyway, welcome back. I do want to quickly thank Harry. I forgot to say that. Harry, our community DM, who helps me build a lot of my maps. If you see a map and you go, that map's amazing, Harry probably made it, not me. But I make some maps too. All right,
miss Harry.
Tapping back in. Welcome back.
We'll miss you, Harry.
Miss you, Harry.
All right,
He
so I'm going
didn't
to put
die,
everybody
guys.
back. Yeah, he's still around.
But I don't see
I'm
him
going to put
anymore.
everybody back in the zone here for a second, because as you might remember on the recap, we just had a pretty big reveal. After sorting through Sackville's estate, the deceased Sackville, Gene Sackville is his name, the party poopers, along with Edwin Z, the bard, that's a former friend of Gwen, is still sorting around this place, having discovered that Sackville might have an heir after all. They find a document, a will, that says he leaves everything to his heir, as well as a journal, which had a bunch of numbers in it that, when connected to a cryptograph, seemed to play scenes from the life of Finnigan Flanagan. And so we just ended. Gwen had pricked her thumb on the cryptograph. You took 1 damage for that, by the way. I don't think that I said that, but if you made yourself bleed, you take a damage. The mirror begins to cloud back over after that last image of your mother, or at least who you believe to be your mother, a familiar woman holding a child with another baby crying in the background. Finn had left before these scenes played out, and Mina had followed, and then Nereid had followed, dumping a couple ornate rugs in the arms of Z. And that's where we're going to pick up. Because immediately, Z dumps those rugs onto the floor and runs up to the cryptograph.
Curse him.
Man, Gwen, this is crazy. And he starts fiddling with the knobs and trying to, and sort of like a weird TV screen in reverse, you see all these blurred, kind of fuzzy, statically lines. And even more of Finn's life seems to be accessible, just not as noted by the cryptograph itself. You can see everything from Finn, his time hanging out with a little tree friend. You can see him in the gardens of the Half Mounds. You can see him baking pies in Fennel. As Z just kind of messes with these things, you keep getting these little clips of Finn's life in the mirror. We'll start with, what are you guys doing?
I immediately walk up to Z and take it from him or whatever, or like stop him, like push him, like stop messing with that. Stop.
It's evidence, Gwen.
You can Z. It can wait.
The estate's gonna be.
It'll still be here.
I don't think you know how these things work, Gwen. These city folk, they come in and they think that they own everything, and we got to capture this. We got to make sure that they know what's really happened here.
But if you separate the two, it probably won't work anymore.
Well, where'd he go? Go get him. Go get Finn. We need him here. We need to get
See,
people
right
here
now,
and see this.
It's not really the time. If you want to go get people, that's fine. But Finnigan's probably not going to be coming back down here anytime soon. So.
Fine. And he just like steps over the rugs and moves to these the 2 barrels that Matthias had pulled this lever up. Looks down this sort of strange corridor, sniffs the air again. Yeah, that's outside. I'm gonna see where this goes. I'll catch you soon. Just don't let anything mess with this. All right?
I don't want to stay here, Z. I'll just come with you. I don't want to be around anyone else.
Zonder, Matthias, what are you guys doing? You're muted, Lee. Nope. The whole stream muted? Have we been quiet? I don't think so.
No,
They can
he's
hear me.
just having a bad time. Having a bad time.
Zonder, what are you doing while he fixes it?
Man, I don't know. There's this whole thing going on.
Sonny's just up in the corner,
there.
like
I know.
Sonny's just hanging out.
Feel awkward. I'm like,
Oh my god. He's like, all right, I'm gonna head out.
yeah. Should I go?
Yes, and I fucking walk out of the room down the outside hallway.
Yeah, as he sort of watches you go by for a second, he looks back at the mirror and looks back at the other two, smiles, and then follows Gwen through the portal. Meanwhile, Finn, you have tried to go up the opposite way, back the way that you came, and as you walk down this long, mysterious cellar with all these puzzles now mostly solved by everyone, you make your way back to the steps, and you see that the wall of the fireplace has indeed closed back to where it was, the one that happened, and there's a lever right next to it. And you do hear probably, I don't know, 40 or 50 feet behind you, there are some footsteps.
Great. I'm just gonna pull the lever, I think.
Okay. You pull the lever and the fireplace begins to spread open once more, and the light that spills in from Sackville's upstairs does start to flicker around you again. Mina, what are you doing?
I'm following as fast as I can behind Finnigan, and since I'm relatively tall, I'm probably gonna hopefully catch up to him.
1 step for you is 4 steps for me.
Exactly. So
we'll say that right when you get to the stairway here, Mina, you do indeed see Finn pull the lever, and this all happens up at the top here. Nereid, okay. What are you up to? Check on everybody.
So, following closely behind Mina. I'm not as fast as she is, so I probably lag behind slightly, and by the time I get there, I'm likely very out of breath.
Yeah, we'll put you roughly here for now. Is so Proton coming with you? What's Proton doing?
I think he's just kind of like in my clothes.
Okay.
I forget what exactly Proton was doing the last time.
Can you put a camera?
Did you resummon him? Is he alive?
The camera's down here.
Anymore. Is he alive?
No, he's still alive.
Can you move
the
camera to where they are?
Can you see it? It's on top of. It's right next to Matthias. It's on his head.
Oh yeah, but I can't see where they are. I suppose I can move it around.
Right. Yeah. I think it may not matter here in a second anyway, but
okay.
we'll talk. Okay. So Finn, do you move up those stairs?
Yeah. I'm not really concerned with who's behind me, so I'm just gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
Through that fireplace.
Right when you pass that wall around the corner, you do see the trail of Finn moving through the fireplace and up the stairs. Nereid, you've gotten to there. Zonder and Matthias, one more check-in. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, now I'm not muted. Yeah, I want to be searching the place. Proper searching.
Okay.
Proper adventure-y stuff.
Proper searching.
How are you doing that differently than what you did before?
I'm going to actually spend a lot of time to investigate. I'm going to take 20. Oh, can't do that in 5th edition, I'm assuming.
Yeah. How much time do you want to spend just to be clear?
At a certain level, any roll that you have, if it's lower than 10, you can just do it as 10 as a rogue.
Yeah. So, I'm just more curious about.
You're not there yet.
What's the plan here and what you're
obviously I'm
going through and doing.
I've seen them exit through where they're exiting, so I'd probably go that way. Afterwards.
Same.
Okay.
Through the tunnel?
I'd probably come back the way that Finnigan left. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same.
All right. So, Finn, when you emerge, I'm now going to actually change the map because it seems like other than Nereid, who's huffing and puffing and moving his way towards the stairs as well.
Why are you so fast?
I'm going to go back to the other part of the home here. All right. So, Finn, as you make your way up into the Sackville's rest of his main home, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Nice. I chose the right dice. It's a 14.
14. Yeah, everything seems basically as you left it, although it has different meaning to you now that you're walking around in this house of someone that's relationship to you may have certainly changed. What would you like to do?
I'm going to walk across, and this is a parlor sitting room area, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm going to enter to the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I got one book here, so I'm going to place back that book that I stole.
Okay. Which one? The Book of Selyun or the Book of the Elderbog?
And that one, I got the Elderbog one.
Okay, cool. So as you start to reach towards the bookshelf, can you make a charisma saving throw for me?
Actually, I didn't want to.
Most of the trash.
I meant to. Rewind. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay, so from behind you, Finn, you suddenly hear some slight footsteps and mumbles, and right when you rip around and turn, a familiar figure in a red hood, things that you have seen previously, is weaving his hands towards you and holds his hands outward, and you see a pinkish purple ball of light kind of streak towards you, and your whole body tends to lock up for just a second, and then you shake it off. And I need Finnigan, Mina, and Nereid to roll initiative.
Little Red Riding Hood?
Oh wait, we roll on D20.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell it's called. I'm panicking.
Roll 20.
That's an 8.
Zach, I'm not on the same map as. Thank you.
Does that
I
work?
was. Yes, it does. It's in the wall.
A 9! No! In my own dad's house.
Uh-oh. I got a 7, everybody.
Oh boy. We've got
Where are
7,
these
8,
guys?
9.
Oh my
this
God.
is fantastic.
This is why 10 was afraid, you know.
Shut up.
That's not how the joke goes. God damn it.
That's terrible. All right, so if I can get this in descending order, you hear some other footsteps around you, Finn, and this particular hooded figure in red starts to weave his hands once more, and you are now fully being attacked by surprise by some familiar cult folk that you had seen previously. All right, so let me switch the
Do I know who these people
music
are?
here just for a second. That one is what I want.
That moment when the DM says you recognize them, but you as a player do not.
These are the sex cult people, aren't they?
Finnigan recognizes it. Yes, when Mina starts to emerge up the stairs, you'll have that epiphany. But indeed, these are the... Where's my darn... Come on, D&D Beyond.
I have a sneaking suspicion of who they are.
Why is this just suddenly taking away all my stuff? That makes no sense.
Oh, you
here-
know,
here we
because
go.
there's
Okay.
gotta be... Because
Yeah.
that's
It
today,
can't-
apparently.
Yeah, it can't
Yeah,
just
that's
be
today.
me that's
Yep,
fucking
it just
up.
can't. Yeah, everybody gonna fuck up tonight. All right, so this time it is going to reach sort of behind itself and pulls up what feels to be a weapon, but it's encased in this sort of spectral light, and it flings out in the shape of an axe and streaks towards you. It's going to make
Who are these
an
people?
attack. That is, oh boy, this new D20. I'm already loving it. That is a
What,
25 to hit.
25 hits.
What, you enjoy hurting us? We want to be friends.
Okay. You suffer 5 points of force damage as this spectral axe comes clawing across your face. A very familiar sight to a cleric who also has a similar ability.
Is that telling me that I have that ability?
You also hear some footsteps across, but they unfortunately do not get to you this round. It is now Finn's turn. What are you doing?
Finnigan, wordless, looks to them and holds their sigil around their neck and grasps it tight, and then sort of slaps the back of their shield, and that smiley face on it, the eyes sort of imperceptible perceptible? Beam of like silver light shoots out towards them. I'm gonna cast blindness, deafness on them.
Okay, which one? You don't get to pick one
blindness.
of them, right?
No,
blindness.
yeah, blindness.
It's only perceptible until it hits, and then of course imperceptible because you've taken away their ability to perceive it.
So that's a Constitution 14.
6 on its Constitution save.
Nice. So it is.
Yeah, fuck your dice.
It blinded
All
for
right.
1 minute.
Blinded for a minute. Okay.
Yep, and that's my action, and I'm gonna just move up to him and sort of shield and mace at the ready.
Okay. Mina, you start to climb up the stairs. You have a hard time getting through the fireplace. You duck down, and instead of seeing Finnigan, needing comfort, you see Finnigan just streak this crazy blind spell across the sky and buck up to him, his smiley face on his shield looking pretty severe. What are you doing?
What is he wearing?
The Finnigan or the...
Finnigan's wearing Gucci.
No, not Finnigan. The cult member, dude.
The cult member is wearing a red cloak. That's the thing that you see.
Just a cloak?
As far as you can tell from here, yeah.
Just make it underneath. I knew it.
We all
his first action is bleh.
So I am going to chuck an ice knife. So I'm going to hold my hand out and let a knife of ice form, and I'm going to chuck it right at the blind mofo.
Nice. Okay. You need to make an attack roll, and then I need to make a dex save.
18 to hit.
Fail the dex save.
So that's a total of 3 piercing and 8 cold damage.
Okay. That hurt. All right.
That's what I like to hear.
Now, does the burst also affect Finn?
It does. I trust that Finn will be okay.
Okay, Finn, I need you to make
I
a dex
mean,
save.
we all took a lot of damage from those traps last session. I don't know if you remember. I'm
Finn will
on
not be
7
okay.
hit
The
points.
first thing I did was hover over our lovely
God,
D&D
Finnegan,
Beyond
you're
extension.
3 for health.
Finn's just got 3
Jesus
health.
Christ.
Yep. I was hoping
He'll be
they-
fine.
Yeah,
hoping they heal.
so your dice need to treat you really well for this dex
He's
save.
also not good at dex things. So
I have a
good, good.
+1, so this is gonna be awesome.
She comes to comfort Finn and then kills him.
How much damage do I?
Potion you have?
No.
How much damage do I take? How much damage?
No.
It's
What'd you
8
roll?
cold
Did
or
you
What'd you
fail?
roll?
Did you
Yep.
fail?
How much damage do I take total?
Right.
You take 8 cold
8.
damage.
Awesome. I fall unconscious.
Worst comforter ever.
Unknowing of what footsteps were behind you, Finn, you are blasted from behind with a cold streak that encompasses your whole body as you collapse to the ground. The cult leader looming over you is the last thing that you see.
They are still blinded. It's not concentration.
Great, good to know. Thank you.
So I am going to run over to Finnegan and I'm sorry, and I'm going to healing word him with my bonus action.
It's 2 spells in a turn.
Oh shit, it is.
Yeah.
God damn ice knife. Why are you first level?
Yeah. Uh-oh,
Well, I'm just
Faye-
going
looks
to
like Faye
lean
froze, by
down
the way.
and I'm going to shield him with my body.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you. Go ahead and make a let's call it an acrobatics check, just to see how well you can cover him strangely.
That's an 11.
Technically, you can stand in my square.
Oh yeah,
he's- by
that's
the
an
rules.
11. Yep. Yeah, you can definitely stand in his square. I'm just curious how well that works. Okay.
You just scoop him on the ground, and he'll probably disappear in your in your giant spoon that you would make.
Yeah. Nereid, I'm going to say huffing and puffing and making your way through. You don't quite get there in time, but you do hear this giant, sound of sort of sound above you as you're running down the hallway. Do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm
your
gonna
turn?
continue. I'm gonna continue to run as soon as if I've heard that up the stairs until I come out into the.
Yeah,
the
I'm
main
basically
room.
going to say that this particular turn you would make it to the bottom of the stairs just to make it a little bit easier, and next turn
Okay.
you'll be able to
Next time I can come
see
up.
what the
So,
heck
yeah,
is
I'll,
going on. But any other spells or anything you want to do on your action?
I'll shout trouble at the top of my lungs. I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, we have some problems, trouble. Hey, we're gonna need some muscle up here.
Okay, so I
Then I'm gonna
need
run upstairs.
Zonder and Matthias, the 2 that were left back. I need you to make a perception checks with disadvantage.
Oh dear.
This is awesome. I like this.
I rolled-
Is Finn unconscious? Sorry, my internet died for a second. Did Finn oh my
Finn is
god!
unconscious.
Yeah, Mina killed him. I rolled a 19 and a 5, so that's a 9.
Did he say treasure?
Dude, if fucking Gwen finds out that Mina is the reason that Finn went down, she's gonna kill her.
No one knows.
No one knows.
Don't worry, I'll give him the good touch after.
So I heard 9 from Matthias. What was your perception check, Grindy?
9 as
9.
well.
Both of you 9s. Yeah, unfortunately, you really don't hear anything. You're just following down the trail, and that's probably the last chance you had to hear something unless something else happens. Okay, back to the cult leader's turn. The cult leader will, looking at the large giant form, it's a humanoid, so he's probably about 5'8", so he does stare up at you, Mina,
He's
and
blind.
he pulls his hands backwards, and that very familiar charisma spell of the white the pinkish purple moves towards you, and I need you to make a
He is blind.
what did I say? He is blinded. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. That was really stupid of me to do that. Okay.
I'm glad I was memeing. I'm sorry.
I have to see visual. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to rule that if he puts this on himself, he doesn't need to see himself. That doesn't make any sense. So he's going to stumble backwards blind, completely retconning this. Mina, you'll have an attack of opportunity if you want, as he sort of backs himself into the wall while touching his chest and casting a spell that seems to make his entire body pulse with a little extra defense. He screams out in a language that you cannot understand something to other people in the room. And at this point, Mina, do you want to take that attack of opportunity? What do you want to do?
Oh, I swung and I missed.
Okay.
I swung with a 6.
You see, peering around the corner, 2 more hooded figures in red, staring down, both weaving their hands at the same time. And the first one does indeed cast Hold Person on you, Mina. So I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
You've got advantage on your attack rolls against him. But you missed anyway.
Oh, with the blinded...
yeah, it doesn't matter. You still missed.
Yep. Still missed. Okay. Wisdom save of 13 is exactly what you needed. So you are not held by that one. Unfortunately, seeing that his compatriot fail, the other one will stare at you and do the exact same thing.
Oh my god.
I need you to make another Wisdom saving throw.
Gwen!
22.
And you shake this one off as well, as you protecting Finn. All that adrenaline pulsing through your body. You cannot be frozen in place.
I swear to God, I'll actually kill someone. I'll actually murder someone. I'm not even joking.
Finnigan, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Okay.
1.
Failure.
Failure.
Yep, that's 1 failure.
Oh no.
Right.
So quiet in here.
Mina, you're up.
Deathly silent.
So I am going to, for my action of my turn, healing word, 2nd level, 10 points of healing to Finn.
Okay. Finn, suddenly this warm moonlight descends across your entire body, and a familiar feeling to come back from consciousness in moonlight for you, as breath enters your chest, and you remember where you are and what's going on.
Probably really easy to cast that spell on him, actually.
Anything else on your turn, Mina?
Extra +1 healing.
No, Feathers isn't with us. Feathers is in the hotel.
Damn it, Feathers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to turn into a bear.
There we go.
I am
right.
super
Does she get
pumpernickel, and I'm
disadvantage?
going to
You have
yell at the
shout
top of my
pumpernickel
lungs.
first. You can't just do it.
Pumpernickel!
Yes.
Oh, it's pumpernickel. As you turn into a
I got you a bear token last time. I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, the nugget.
Do we get perception again if she shouted?
I will give you perception
bear
checks
roar?
with disadvantage one more time because a bear roar sounds really freaking loud.
Pull out that.
Disadvantage on it though.
Yes. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
All right. Sorry, I don't know where that went, that bear token. I thought maybe it's over here.
Things are going really well for us.
Maybe it wandered off and found some honey.
Oh, I see a snake token. I know I gave you a bear. I just know it. There it is. There we go.
Get that nugget.
Yeah, you gotta get the chicken nugget ready. There we go. All right, here you go, Mina. Here's a bear for you.
Yeah, num num num.
Pumper nugget.
I'm gonna.
You thought we were kidding when we said it looked like a chicken nugget.
It does look like a Lawful stupid, where our bears look like chicken nuggets and our cartoons can't move very well.
What are you talking about? They're fine. This is how you move in real life.
All right. She has pumpered her own nickel, and now Nereid, you huffing and puffing, not hearing any response to what you screamed before. Sorry, Zonder, what was your perception with disadvantage?
It was 9.
It was 9. Yep, still unfortunately.
Did you roll again though?
Oh, a roll again. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me do it again. All right, so that is, well, I don't need to roll again because I have one.
Okay, yep.
I got on that one as well.
You guys are just living it up as you trudge down this hallway.
This is the moment that I wish everyone was halfling.
There was definitely some gold around here somewhere.
Yeah, Matthias is just really investigating what's going on. Z and Gwen leading the way.
I did say I was going to make my way back afterwards, though.
Yeah, I think you did say about 10 minutes later, though.
Let's forget that part. Let's just scratch that.
Yeah. Gwen, you do eventually reach a little rickety ladder that seems to be moving upwards towards the...
I climb. I don't even care. I'm not
ground.
even gonna. I don't even need to wait for the rest of the description. I just climb it. I'm out of there.
Yep. You probably get to the top of the ladder on the course of this round with Z right behind you. Okay, back to Nereid for a second. Nereid, what are you doing? You make your way to the top of the stairs. You heard the giant roar of pumpernickel that you're familiar with. What are you doing?
I will attempt to run to finish my movement in this space here, right next to Finn. And I'll just come up behind him like,
What's happening up here?
and then I will cast a Mage Armor on myself, and this energy force field kind of swirls around me in electric patterns and shocking.
Haven't you already got that on?
Huh?
Have you not already got that on? Lasts for like 8 hours, isn't it?
It might have fallen off during that
I don't
gold
think so.
thing.
It's been long enough. I'll recast it. I have no tick marks off of my.
It's not 24 hours. It's 8
anymore.
hours.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay. So you are mage armored
up.
up. You see this bumbling against the back wall, crashing into a sconce of this permanent light source. Knocking over a globe on his way back is a blind cult member that you actually don't have as much of a memory of, Nereid, because you drank the water, and so you didn't quite get to participate in this fight the way that your friends did. Yes, if you remember.
We just had the same moment, James.
Okay, it is now back to the cult folk turn.
Can I
happen to
maybe do something annoying on the last part of my turn? It might be annoying for Finn, but I'd like to try and do this. I'd like to just grab him by the armor, and when I cast a level 1 spell, I can move 10 feet in a direction.
Oh, okay.
So can I just grab him and like throw us maybe 5 feet, like half the distance that it would normally go? Just to the side.
Let's call that a strength check, just to see how
so
well you can
hold
on to him. Yeah.
Finnigan's wearing scale mail.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of high DC, but if you roll well, then we'll see. It's a good idea.
I like it.
I need to find the button that does this. Hang on. Strength, you said?
Yes. Oh, it's because you deleted Mina's token. I see.
It's a 9.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you blow backwards, your hand just slips right off of his scale mail, and you are blown 10 feet back into the corner.
So I'll just move like this way, approximately. That's where I intended to go.
Okay, perfect. What was your initiative originally? 8. Okay, 8. There we go. Perfection. That goes here. All right, the cult leader's turn. The one that is rubbing his eyes and can't see. He stumbles, finally finding the part of the wall that's open and crashes into his two mates here, and then reels around to the other side and tucks away in the corner, trying to figure out how to heal himself. Meanwhile, these two look at you, Finn, standing back up, big grins on their face. They move away. One moves sort of toward the bear, funny enough, and the other one moves over to the other side. Trying some tactics here. And
why would you move towards a bear?
Why would you move towards a bear? The first one is going to... let's see. It's going to cast Command on you, Mina. So make a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh...
24.
Mina is so wise they can't even do it. So the one on the left tries to make the bear be a good boy, and it will not do it. Frustrated, he turns and looks at his mate, and he says something in a language you don't understand, and the other one nods his head, and suddenly you feel all of the space around you, Finn, turn to incredible hot fire. As I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I am technically prone. Do I get disadvantage on that because I am prone?
I think it's just ranged attacks have disadvantage.
Yeah, I think. Let me think about this for a second. I'm gonna say that no, you don't.
Sorry,
because
wait, what was
I
the
think
question?
the one thing that Nereid was able to do is kind of hoist you up a little bit as he pulled you, but he wasn't able to drag you back. So I'm gonna give that. So no disadvantage. Yeah.
So you said dex save?
Yes.
Awesome. Could you please stop making me roll dex saves, please? 16.
16 saves. You feel that heat around you, and you like little barrel roll to your left, and suddenly the entire space around you erupts in a radiant flame, not unlike what you have done to people, but it fails again. And they both look at each other for a second, and now you see some worry come across their face, Finn, as it is indeed your turn.
Awesome. This is great. So I guess looking around, not saying any words, I'll look and notice the bear, and say like, she had to do that to herself. And then I will run forward. You just pumpernickel yourself. I don't know if that's possible.
Oh my goodness. Pie gods, by the way, I gotta take a break 1 second. I don't like to break immersion, but damn, thank you so much for those bits. That is amazing. We're so thankful.
It's a bit avalanche.
Boy, that's an avalanche of bits, yes.
I'm mostly thankful for the emote that I just received, but
Right?
I got an emote.
Yeah, and they're RPG emotes.
Oh my god, oh my god. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, sorry, back to the immersion, Finn. What's going on?
No, Vampmore, I don't know what to do. So I guess I know. I'll walk up to this. I'll walk up like holding onto the wall. I'm at 10 HP. Get near that globe, and I'll look towards this person, and I'll say, "Get out of my dad's house." And on house, I'm gonna do Word of Radiance as this like silvery light just explodes out towards them. It's a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Okay. It only affects the one of them, or to hit both?
No, it's only gonna be the one because they're not near anyone else.
Yeah. That is unfortunately it's a 17 for the
awesome.
That save.
That's okay.
Is there any half damage or anything on that one?
I don't think so. No, they don't take anything. It's a
Radiance.
cantrip, so they know they won't take any.
Okay, got it.
That's 15, 20. I'll move over. Oh no, I don't want to get Mina's way. I'll stay right there. And sort of hold my shield up.
You see the staggering Finn pull himself against the wall, try to hit this cult leader, and fail. What are you doing, Bear Mina?
So she's going to hear Finnigan say, "Get out of my dad's house," and she's going to like cock her head. And then she's going to just run forward and bite and claw this mofo.
Okay, make 2 attacks.
For the bite, 13 to hit.
13. Ooh, that's going to be close. 13. Fanatic maintenance. Where's the hills? Oh, that hits. That is exactly
All right,
enough.
so 7 points of piercing damage and then 19 for claws.
That hits.
12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
She's just going to snarl, growl the whole time.
Hell yeah. You see flesh ripped out. Suddenly, part of you sort of tears through the cloak of the figure and it rips away. You do see that there is a little bit of leather armor on the inside, Mina, as well as you get this strange ashy taste in your mouth, having ripped through part of its cloak. All right, Nereid, you're up.
Okay, so I kind of hold my hand out like this, and Proton scurries up my arm and out of my cloak and onto my hand, and I reach into my pouch and I feed him a tiny little blue pepper.
Yep.
He eats it, and I go,
"All right, good luck. Don't die this time. You're expensive."
and then he jumps off my hand and runs around the corner. And I don't know if he can get too far, so it's like 5, 10. like there-ish approximately, and he'll just be there at this point. And I'm gonna stand at the very top of the stairs and yell down it one more time. Get your asses up here!
Unfortunately, with the next round passing, there is just simply no way that this voice can be heard from any of you.
Yep.
And getting back to the top of the round, at this point, Gwen, you do find that you're pushing up against something that seems to be kind of metallic, and you actually, it's a little bit hard to push it up, and so Z kind of reaches around you. Someone's gonna say something.
Nice, the old reach around.
And pushes, and you guys.
I like how you're like, someone's gonna say something when that someone is definitely me.
Both of you lift together and get this large metal grate off the ground, and that fresh air becomes rushing through as the little bits of starlight twinkle through the cavern itself, and you do recognize that you are outside, or at least soon to be outside, and you kind of scramble up on the ground. And from what you can tell, you are sort of on the side of the hill that Sackville's house has been built into. And there was some sort of storm grate or sewer-esque thing that you just found. It seems to have been a secret back entrance to the house itself. Matthias, you're still hunting around and being slow, but Zonder, you do probably get to the ladder at least and start to make your way up it while all this is going on.
Were you guys falling behind us? I thought you guys were going the other way.
We're just having a leisurely stroll. We're just like, Zonder's pointing out parts of the architecture. Look at the craftsmanship on these handles. It's amazing.
Lovely. All right.
Like he made that joke twice.
Back to these
for anyone not reading the chat.
The one that you are attacking, Mina, will pull out 2 daggers from its belt that you have now completely revealed through your biting through its cloak, and take both and make 2 slashes at Finnigan.
What? At Finnigan?
Mm-hmm.
Pulling out daggers is not an effective method. He better miss.
Okay, the first attack.
It's gotta be pretty high. I have
13 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right, come on, new dice. Come on.
Bash it off with my shield.
God damn it. 12 to hit. All right.
We'll do it wasn't effective.
Completely swipes away. Feeling like this is not going well at all, he will use his bonus action to Shield of Faith himself as well, and then will try to start running away. He's going to move to the corner.
I'd like to take my attack.
Both of you have chances for attacks of opportunity as he gets to roughly here.
Chicken nuggets don't get attacks of opportunities.
Yeah, you shouldn't wait until you're right next to the bear to run away from the bear. You should run away from the bear immediately.
I will also attack of opportunity.
20 to hit with my claws.
That hits.
7 points of slashing damage.
Oh, he's pumpernickeled.
That's 11 to hit.
This big claw mark streaks across the back of its cloak and rips right through the leather armor as blood begins to trickle away. What was yours to hit, Finn?
11.
11 misses. So you are unable to get through. You kind of bounce off this like pulsing darkened light shield that he seems to be circling his body. The other one, seeing the other one leave, shouts something to him in a language again that you don't understand. And then turns and looks at you, Finn, and will use its last attempt at a hold person spell.
All right. What do I need to roll to not?
That is a wisdom save this time.
Great.
Roll to not DM.
Yeah, what do I roll to say no to the DM? Natural 20.
Wow, and so
all the
adrenaline pumping in this room, completely incapable of getting you all to obey their commands. And then he sort of whips his cloak in a big a flourish fashion and starts to run a little past his friend towards the door itself. Meanwhile, the blind one, having heard this exchange, tries to make his way. I'm going to give him a D4 and just see if he's able to find his way out. Actually, he gets pretty good at it. He at least makes his way this way before he bumps into a window. And sort of like starts feeling the wall and making his way around, and he gets to move 2 units to the right as well. Okay. I got him on the ropes. Finn, you're up.
Great. I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Right there. Oh, I can see all of them. I'm going to. The door's open.
The front door? is not open. It has been closed.
Okay. I shall. I'm gonna look towards the one closest to the door. With my shield up, the eyes open, and then shut again. I'm gonna cast blindness on him as well.
Okay, the one closest to the door. Okay.
Yes.
Is it concentration?
No.
Okay.
Con save of 14.
Fail.
Nice.
Suddenly, as he's running towards it, he suddenly grabs his head, completely unable to see.
And with that, I'm gonna look towards the one closest to me. And not say anything. I'm just gonna squint and like grip my mace tighter, just like hey, not grimacing or anything.
Okay. Mina, you're up.
Turn.
I am going to run over to the one that's trying to get out the door. Actually, no. I'm gonna finish this one off because it's not blind yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna bite him as I run by with a 24 to hit.
That hits, man.
And that's 12 points of piercing damage.
And he collapses to the ground, blood oozing from all of the places around. And once again, that strange chalky taste does hit your mouth. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, Mina?
No. Are you gonna get like fucking mind controlled by the orgy cult?
That is a success, and so you do feel in your bare form this primal urge, like you're in heat for a moment.
This is something she's never felt before.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay.
It's weird that her first
Okay.
heat experience is as an animal, but
hey, man,
okay.
We don't kink shame here.
Well.
Okay. So anything else on your turn, Mina?
Well, I mean, since she has that moment that she shakes off, I think she'd be too confused to really do anything else. So I'm just gonna like move over here.
Like a dog start humping someone's leg.
Nereid, your turn.
All right, so Nereid will run around the corner now at this point. To about here, approximately. And I think 5, 10, 15. I don't think he can quite get there. So Proton will jump up on top of your head, Finnigan, and just kind of crouch there with like lightning breath ready in his mouth. He doesn't get a chance to set it off. I don't think he's close enough yet at this point.
Okay.
But I will cast Magic Missile.
Okay. Towards which one?
This guy over here, the blind
All
guy.
right. Yep. Both of them are blind, actually. One's dead and 2 are blind.
Great. That's perfect.
Yikes.
That's how I like my
Out
enemies.
of context. That's real bad, guys.
Yeah.
That's what you get for messing with my friends. Magic missile.
This,
Okay.
Lightning kind of balls fly from my fingers and strike this man with force. Let's see.
All right.
So I gotta find the magic missile spell.
I like that Nereid shouts his spells like an anime character.
Yeah, like an anime character.
First one's 2 damage, 4 damage, so it's 9 damage total. Just 3 missiles right now?
I
think next level you get another missile, right?
I think so, yeah. I'm going to do... No, I'll just cast it at that level. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see these little balls of light certainly trying to run away and then suddenly just pummeled by these force lightning thunderclaps that kind of on his head. He's had better days, this little fella. Okay. I always get sympathetic when they're about to die, don't I? Right.
Yes.
Anything else in your turn here yet?
You're so excited for so long about being like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking hit them so hard, and then you're like, shit.
You did.
Yeah.
Man, these were like a couple saves away from being real bad. So
Yeah.
you
I think the
resisted all the hold persons.
the forces of nature that surround me when I cast a higher level spell, they lift me up onto the table, and I just end up like standing on it here approximately.
Probably the coolest thing that Nereid's ever done. No one sees it. Okay.
Not entirely sure he did it on purpose.
This one's going to keep running in the same direction. He does like smack right into the door, and he reaches around for the handle. We'll see how just through threw my new dice behind the mirror. I guess I don't get to use that anymore. Okay.
Yeah,
He does find the latch and sort of like bursts it open and stumbles into the foreground, or into the exterior out the door. This far, we'll say. The other one's still figuring out a way, but he does feel around and see the door kind of open, and he does streak his way through and is now off the map and onto the grounds. What would you like to do, Finnigan?
This person next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Are they dead, or can I spare the dying them?
It's certainly within spare the dying range.
Okay, cool. I'd like to spare.
You can tell.
I'd like to spare the dying.
You reach for. How does the spell look when you cast it?
So as I make the motion to bend down, very cold, like blank face on, this energy comes from sort of my sternum area and trails down my right arm, down to my fingertips, and I don't even have to touch them. It just falls down, almost like a water droplet with a, and once it hits them, it sort of seeps into their clothes.
And you see, much like the body sort of convulsing and twitching and bleeding out, suddenly the blood just kind of stops pooling out of it, and the twitching kind of slows, and there's a slight breath heaving from the chest. Anything else, Finn?
No, I can't really do anything else. I'll look down at him, and I'll look to Nereid and to Bear, and say, let him go. We'll take this one.
And it's interesting because as you yell that out, a couple different things are heard. You outside, Gwen and Edwin, suddenly hear, "Stop! Stop there! Stop!" As the
Edwin?
sound of
Is Edwin with us?
He was following you the whole time when you started to walk out. Yeah, he's been right behind you the whole time.
I thought we just climbed out of the ladder hole.
You did, yes. You climbed out of the ladder hole onto the grounds near,
right,
not too far from the estate.
Oh, and then Edwin came up. Sorry, okay, I missed that.
Yes, both of you have emerged up, and you now hear, "Stop right there, stop!" outside, and you begin to hear the feet trampling on the ground as you look around and pinpoint those guards that were standing outside the estate now seem to see you crawling from this strange little spot in the ground. And all of you hear that as well. What would you like to do?
Are they running at us?
They are running directly at you, probably about 50 feet away.
I look to Z, and I follow his lead.
He sort of looks around and says, "Oh man, has it been an hour? Uh-oh. Hope this works." And he weaves his hands together and tries to cast Charm Person again on the incoming guards.
Oh no.
One of which slows his jog down. Sorry there. Sorry. Must be a... Hey, you're good. The other one's sort of running. What do you mean? What? What's going on? What's happening out here?
You know we're supposed to be here, right? Why are you running at us?
Well, you didn't go in this way. They went in the other way, didn't they? Yeah, man. It's all right. It's all good. Z sort of like tries to calm them and get them to... The other one says, I don't know about this. We weren't supposed to let anybody in. We let them in, and now they're coming out a back way. What's going on?
That's just how his house is. Have you ever been in there?
No, of course not.
Well, I mean, you know Sackville. He was a fucking crazy person.
You all stay there, all right? Just stay. I need to call someone. I need to go get. Just stay there. And the one that's not presumably under the effect of this charm starts to take off in the other direction, running back toward town. And the other one sort of says, "Oh, wow, you guys having a good night?"
Yep.
Cool. Right.
Classic. Smooth.
All right, we'll go back to the battle for just a second. Mina, do you have anything else you want to do in the battle?
The juxtaposition of these scenes is my favorite thing in the entire fucking world. You guys are dying, and we're like, yeah, the weather, right?
So how about them bears? And then transition to bear, Mina.
Mina is going to start running after the 2 cult members.
Okay.
She's going to get out the door.
Yep.
But then, like, what Finn said to her to let them go will finally process, and she'll stop.
Okay.
But she's outside of the house.
What you see when you emerge from the house is indeed these cloaked figures in red sort of tumbling and running around and bumping into each other, as you see a guards person sort of running in the other direction, kind of booking it towards town, and suddenly he just sort of looks and sees a bear. He stops for a moment and then runs a lot faster, as fast as he can, towards the town. Bear, 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 bear! It's a bear! It's a bear! Screaming. Sackville's estate is not that close to town. It's about half a mile away as this guy runs.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? All right,
well, I mean, technically, everything's fine as long as we can show people that mirror.
Nereid, you're up.
These guys all leave, so I mean, I just step up next to Finn and put my hands on my waist and go,
Oh, well, we certainly took care of those guys. Is everybody okay? Are you okay, Finnigan?
I'm fine.
Okay. Hey, I found some cool rugs down there.
Okay. At this point, we will sort of drop out of combat order as the barely breathing cultist lays on the ground in front of you, Finnigan.
Barely breathing?
And he is barely breathing. Okay.
Oh boy.
You get a song every episode, evidently. Gotta go back to this music. Here.
Great. Now that he is unconscious, I have any rope. I'm gonna open up my bag and try to find some rope.
Okay.
Nope. I don't have any rope. Nope.
Mina's going to walk back into the house and just like put a paw on top of the cultist's chest.
Oh.
Okay.
And then just like kind of look at Finn.
Very good. Yep.
All right, that works.
Can Gwen, can you make a perception check?
Yeah.
Is Mina still in heat?
No, I saved that. I just had a second of feeling like it.
She saved.
She felt it coming over, and then she's like, "No, not right now."
She's saving it.
Perception 16.
16. Yeah. You are sort of
not
tracking.
a 1 or a 3.
Yeah, you're sort of tracking that guy running, and you saw him stop and then kind of run away for a little bit longer, and you get curious and you look back and you swear you see the tail end of a bear just kind of walking back into the house for a second. And then, of course, in the dark silhouettes, you do see some shadowy figures kind of bobbing and weaving, moving their way away from the...
I guess start walking back into the house.
So it'll take you...
What the fuck?
You're probably 150 feet away from the house. You have to sort of walk back around the hill from where you're seeing these sort of shadowy figures, like, bobbling and sort of bumping into each other and running off into the
Weeble
distance.
and wobbling, but not falling down.
Weeble wobble, but they don't fall down. And as you try to walk away, Z grabs your arm and says, "Hey, where are you going?"
There's something weird. Mina does this thing. Something's happening. And I just kind of walk
Look,
into the house.
I'm gonna go find somebody to try to show them what we found. All right?
That's fine. I'll see you later.
Yeah. And he starts running in the direction that the guard was seemingly running in. Matthias and Zonder, about this point, you sort of make your way up the ladder after your little leisurely stroll. And
welcome to the game.
Hi. Thanks.
Yeah, welcome back.
Oh, so glad to be here.
I didn't know.
Yes, you really gotta go check out. Like it's just designed, like the architecture. It's just...
Yeah. In your curious little studies there, Matthias, you didn't find anything in particular, but it does seem like this way is not used very often. You would have picked up on the fact that this particular tunnel hasn't seen a lot of use.
Can I obviously investigate the tunnel then, look for secret doors, etc., etc.?
Yeah, that's what I'm including in that first thing. There were no secret doors, nothing of interest except for the fact that it seemed a little less.
Sorry, I haven't played like in a few weeks, so literally just started 30 seconds ago.
Okay. Hey, Are we gonna split the party again? We'll see. All right.
Absolutely, we are.
So Matthias
else
goes
would we
off
do?
to try and find that painter chick, while the rest of us progress the
Yeah.
plot.
Right.
That's what I'm doing next.
So you guys, you merge up and you see Gwen walking back around toward the house and Z sort of trotting into the distance back towards town.
Oh, well, let's go and find the others then. Thank you for, showing me, teaching me some architectural stuff.
Of course. Those chandeliers were really something, I've got to tell you. I think we should take one of them with us at least.
Oh, it's a bit late now. We've gone, but we can go around again. Let's do another trip, and you can teach me more stuff.
Am I watching HGTV right now? What is happening?
What's going on? Yeah.
That's the best
It's like,
ever.
I don't know. It's a little out of our price range, but we might be able to make it work.
Grab some of the
how much
crown
can-
molding, too.
How much can the bag of holding hold?
That was my
Can
joke.
it hold a chandelier?
It can hold up to 500 pounds.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
I'll
chandelier
forget
go in
about
there.
Yeah.
Chandelier
Go
could fit.
there.
That's
From the
fine.
chandelier. All right, so Finn, you've got some time here. Hand on the chest. You successfully go ahead and make a sleight of hand check just for fun to see how well this rope tying goes.
All right.
But you are able to get him propped up against the wall
Oh,
and
my rolls.
bound.
I got some rope there, Finnigan, as well, so I'll take it out of my
that's a-
inventory.
It's a 13.
13. Yeah, you feel pretty good about the way that this is tied. What would you like to do?
Great. Sort of clean my hands, wipe some blood off that is on me from Mina killing him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I will walk over to this other bookshelf and place that other book back.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but
The notes that I wrote this week, trying to make sure I had all the text of 2 books ready to go.
I didn't want to break it to you, and I was gonna put them back anyway.
Great. That's great. So happy, so excited. Awesome.
Even
Okay.
when I'm not trying, I still
I'm gonna
break.
eat a chip into my mic.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you for writing.
Hey,
We
it's
love
still
you.
information that you can give us later. You'll just throw an NPC at us, and we'll be like,
Unfortunately,
we
those
don't
are
care.
the only 2 books on the subject, and no one else knows anything about it. So it's tough.
Yeah, the one that you got about the empty, right? Isn't that one you got?
Yeah.
One was about
He had,
the
a
Elder
book on,
Bogs.
he had a book on Cell
Oh,
Unit
the
and a book on
Elder Bog.
Yeah.
You fucking okay.
Yeah, I have
Alright.
a thin book on Saloon and a book on the Elder Bog.
It's your,
Did
it's
you
your
Gonna
pleasure.
need the
tell
rest of these
anybody
chicken.
what the book was? Like, you didn't tell anybody about the books at all, did you?
He secretly stole them and was like, now I feel bad, and puts them back.
Yeah. It's like whenever you steal candy from a store and eat like half the candy bar and then go to bring it back because you feel bad.
I mean,
I've
we're
never-
watching you
I've
put these
never done
books
that.
back, right?
So, anyways,
I've never done any part of
It's
that.
pretty obvious that he's going up to the bookshelf and doing something. Mina, go ahead and make a perception check if you're interested. I don't want to metagame this too much, but I just
Oh
wanted
god.
I only remember doing that when I robbed the bank.
the level of trolling. is
14.
amazing. All
You
right,
just tapped the
14.
money and felt bad, brother.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what he's doing. He walks up to a bookshelf and then he turns right back around.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell, especially in your bear form. You do see the body beginning to rouse a little bit. It's fading and mumbling a little and heaving.
if you could put him somewhere, probably like on the boxes or something. I just need I need to sit down, just for a moment.
Sure, no problem. I'll take care of that.
I'm gonna pull the guy's hood back and reveal his head and face. Do I recognize him? Does he look like a person?
He does look like a person. His head is completely shaved. It's completely bald. When he pulls the hood back, and the biggest thing that you can tell is that there's all this weird, chalky, dirty grime around him. Make a nature check, Nereid.
Okie dokie. Nereid is marginally okay at nature.
Have we walked in the house yet?
Did that work?
Nope, you're still outside.
I got a 10.
A
With a
10.
+2.
Yeah, with a 10, you.
I know, it's right on the line. Like, what does 10 tell you?
Yeah, I like to give you something with a 10. This appears to be some kind of organic substance, weirdly enough, but Something's you're scratching your head a little bit about it.
So it doesn't really look like dirt. It's like kind of just.
Yeah, it feels like it should be dirt, but it's not quite dirt. Okay. So.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and pick him up and move him to the boxes over to the bottom here, over this way.
Okay. Yep.
So I'll just like drag him unceremoniously by like 1 foot.
So I'm noticing that it looks like some bottles are broken right there.
Yeah.
Does he get glass cuts?
Yeah, drag him through whatever debris is in the way.
You want him to start dying again?
No.
The rug gets caught underneath of him and like pulls halfway across the floor with him.
Yeah,
as I'm...
it is. You're not particularly ginger, and maybe like if he was starting to rouse and get better on his own, he sort of like bumps his head at one point and gets a little more quiet, but still seems to be breathing. Doesn't seem to be bleeding anymore.
I'll just pop up against the boxes.
Man.
Finnegan
right.
is going to walk into the parlor
Okay.
and take a seat.
Okay.
And pull out the little alms box that they have.
Yeah. After about 60 seconds, this battle is probably taken close to that between the pulling around and stuff at this point. The fireplace does kind of automatically begin to close once again. Anything else from Mina and Nereid in these 60 seconds before maybe others arrive?
Mina's going to go back to where Finn is and like kind of sit next to him on the rug.
Okay.
I'll just kind of stand here and watch this guy. Maybe Proton stands directly in front of him with his mouth open for the next couple minutes,
Okay.
just in case.
Okay.
Like lightning sparking from his mouth.
Yep.
It's like cocking a gun. You're like, you
Pretty good.
on him. So sitting in the chair, I pull out my alms box.
Uh-huh.
It's not really an alms box. It's just a box. And not really ornate. It has some gold trim. And I pop it open, and inside is like a singular old faded paintbrush and these empty vials of like faded inks. And I place it on the table and just watch the fire for a moment.
Yep.
Am I inside yet?
You're just getting to that spot right now. So
Okay.
you make your way.
Is Mina still a bear?
Yes.
When you first emerge inside, the first thing that you see, you actually don't see Mina. You don't even see Finnigan. You just see Nereid kind of staring at this figure on top of these boxes. That's like
I can't see the map at all. Just as
yeah. Let me pull you down here. There you go. Okay, so you make your way into the house, and you see immediately Nereid standing, arms folded, staring at this no longer hooded, bald humanoid figure, head lulled back, barely breathing, with Proton on the ground in front of him, just like,
Halt, who goes there? Oh, it's you. Hello. How's it going?
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, we were attacked by these creeps.
You were attacked?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we took care of them, though. They ran off. 2 of them. This one over here we captured. Guys were very proficient.
Right. Is Finn okay?
I think he's in the back watching the fire, having a bit of a quiet time.
Right. Okay. So you all are all right then?
Well, I mean, I hurt just about everywhere, but yeah, we're okay.
I mean, aside from that, I think that was left over from the basement. So, I go frisk the body.
Sure, yeah. So as you start to frisk it, it sort of stirs a little bit more now that head bump kind of going away. You find 5 gold pieces on him, as well as a lot more of this like weird chalky substance in his pocket.
That wasn't us.
Like
I
a
don't know what
pouch
that crap
or
yes, part of it is like in a very formal like little pouch in his pocket. Other is just kind of covering him. It's sort of almost like he rolled around in it or something.
okay. I take the pouch. I like take like a rag out and like grab it, like kind of like dust it off.
Mm-hmm.
Then I put it in my bag, and then also the gold because nice. And
it's right at this point that Zonder and Matthias, you do make your way into the house, seeing.
I go back outside and just go sit on the porch.
Okay.
Oh, hi, bye. Oh, guess what, everyone? We stole the chandelier.
Oh, we beat up these cultist guys. Look at this.
Oh, that sounds so much better than what we just did.
Well, you got a cool
Where did you
chandelier.
find
Let me
those?
see. I'll
They look
trade you
familiar for some
cultists for a
reason.
chandelier.
Oh, it's in our bag. I point to the little bag.
So Saunders just dumps the entire thing out.
Did you really put a chandelier?
Sure, why not?
So as you like shake the bag and you turn it upside down, nothing really happens. As you start to like try to dump it and shake it out, nothing's coming out.
He kind of fishes around in there.
I have meta knowledge of how these fucking work, but I can't tell you.
Shall I get in and have a look?
You reach inside and you don't, other than the actually no, those weren't really gold pieces, those were bugs. So yeah, you actually reach inside and you don't feel anything.
Stupid thing is broken.
But you do notice that your arm goes like way far in as you reach, but there's just weird empty space.
I'm going underneath the bag and having a look. See where his arm's gone.
You go underneath the bag.
Yeah, let's have a look.
If we put Matthias in there, will he also disappear?
I think there's some rule about how many minutes you can survive in a bag of holding. It's like 10 minutes in Constitution or something. Yeah. All right.
There's 10 minutes worth of air, and then however long you can hold your breath after that, depending on your con.
Yeah. Finn, you do hear these voices behind you, as does Mina.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn the bag inside out.
As you flip the bag and turn it inside out, it suddenly spills forth. You find all across the floor there are 300 gold pieces that dump out from the bag and spill across the floor.
It's a shame Gwen ain't here. Oh, never mind.
Oh man, now we have to pick that up.
Well as 4 very familiar objects: a bird charm, a war pendant, a slotted spoon, like an absinthe slotted spoon, as well as a, what did I not mention?
Hold on, I got it. It's a snuff box.
Yeah.
I was like, you missed
scatter
it.
across the floor, as well as 300 gold pieces suddenly flood across the
My
ground.
favorite puzzle we've ever done in game.
How did you misplace a chandelier, Zorda?
I'm not really sure.
Did you put it in your other pocket?
There was no chandelier. You just meta there's a chandelier in this creepy old basement. Like what?
Oh, I thought there was a chandelier. You said the chandelier, not me.
Not in the crawl space.
So Zach, you're breaking my immersion, and I'm very upset.
And a chandelier.
I might have hallucinated a chandelier.
Can that be the quote of the night? Party fell out of context. You can't yes and a chandelier.
There's no chandelier.
What if the chandelier was an illusion?
Yeah. You could have sworn you put a chandelier in the bag, and yet, suddenly you smell burned toast, and that's kind of where we'll leave that.
So I'm like, no chandelier. Yeah, I'm like, no
the
chandelier.
Absinthe residue on the spoon.
And I start scooping up all the gold, disappointed there's no chandelier.
Yep.
What a prankster he is, making us think there's chandeliers out there.
I think that you're close enough. If you're sitting on the porch, Gwen, you do hear the sound of a fuck ton of gold pieces falling on the ground. As do Mina, as do Finn, as does Nereid, who can see.
No, scoop it up before Mina gets it.
Cascade of gold pieces.
Before Gwen gets it.
I don't care. I stay on the porch.
Okay. Oh, sure.
Who's doing party loot? Add it to the party loot. 300 gold. Whoever's doing party loot.
Mina's gonna look.
I mean, I can write it down. I don't think I'm the one doing that though.
Or we could just divide it up, 50 to a person.
Look, I'm just gonna
figure that out later. What's Mina doing?
She's looking to where the coins are tumbling onto the ground, and then she's gonna look back at Finn, and then look to where the coins are tumbling, and then look back at Finn.
Yeah, you have to sort of get around to about right here to see all that.
Finnigan will. All right. I'll stand up, and I'll close that box that I have, and put it back in my satchel. Sort of look around the whole parlor area for a second, and look across to that seat. And I turn to Mina, and still bear form, say, "Why are you still?" It doesn't matter. Walk over to her, place a hand on her. Bears have shoulders. Everything has a shoulder. On her shoulder.
Yeah, you can see it on her little thing. It's like up like this.
I thought that was a camel. I'll put it right there on her shoulder. and say, I'll explain everything soon. Just she lied to me, and I just need some time.
Mina will nod and then like kind of nuzzle her bare head under his palm and like up under his arm. Bear nuggles.
Bear nuggles. Sort of a small small smile, and then I'll walk forward to join everyone.
Yeah, giant mound of gold on the floor, and Zonder and Matthias scooping it up.
I'm swimming in it.
Just like making a snow angel in this pile of gold. And you do see a little more movement from the figure on the box bound behind him.
I think he's waking up.
Great. Everyone just stay close. I'm gonna do prayer of healing.
Okay.
10
Go
minutes.
ahead and roll that. 10 minutes pass as Finn makes this. Any other things you want to do in those 10 minutes? Gwen, you're on the porch for a while.
Mina's gonna
That's fine.
de-bear.
At the end of the 10 minutes there, Gwen, you do start to see some dots in the distance. They're, like I said, this is about half a mile away. They're coming pretty quick.
Everyone gets
and
11 hit points.
There's quite a few folks heading in your
Nice.
direction.
Back to full.
Back at full. Thank you.
I probably don't get that, huh?
It is. Oh, I need to make sure.
You have to be able to see me, I'm pretty sure.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice.
So no then.
6. No, if you're at full.
It's got to be 6.
I'm not at full. I'm at 7 hit points.
It's got to be 6 people
Okay.
you like.
But I'm outside, so if you didn't...
No, if you're outside, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to hit you with it unless you walk in.
Nope.
Then I'll hit you with it.
Nope.
Okay.
And I think I failed to mention that charmed guard did go with Z as he made his way. Z sort of motioned for him to come.
He's just sitting there on the porch with me. He's like, how you doing?
I didn't mention that.
Yeah.
Okay, delete this. All right. So, and Mina's back to Mina?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You threw at the end of that prayer of healing, almost as if the DM wants to time it that way. You do start to hear the and the struggle against this rope that's binding him as he sort of looks around the room and sees you all staring at him and sort of fears for his life as he looks up and looks around trying to survey his options and figure out what's going on.
The tiny lizard in front of him flicks his tongue.
Why am I not dead? Why am I not dead?
Oh, you were dead.
Yeah, that seemed right.
Well, the
Saloon
king
brought
deemed
you
it
back.
so. Yes, and Saloon is helpful as well.
Yeah, right. What do you want from me? Just kill me already.
Well,
Just kill me already.
oh,
Why?
No, you don't get to walk in and attack us, try to kidnap us, and then just give up that easy. No, you explain yourself.
All of this is way too high for your heads. I wasn't gonna kidnap you. I was just gonna get you out of the way.
I'm
What?
7.5 feet tall. Are you sure it's too high for my head?
it's probably a
Sort of
bit too
looks at
high
you
for
blankly,
mine.
just confused.
What's that weird crust all over your face?
Oh yeah, you stink a little bit. I'm gonna check it as well if I can, DM.
Sorry, what do you mean by check it? You're gonna
The chalk
go
that
up-
you mentioned.
You're gonna go up to him and do that?
Yeah.
Should lick his face.
As you start to move towards him, Matthias, he sort of like dodges away from you and kicks you in the chest with what he can with his legs.
He's tied up.
Yeah, but he's not bound to the actual boxes. They're together, but they're not bound to the boxes.
Oh, he's
That's a
alive
23 to hit.
The hell?
Gonna get booted in the head.
Hey, I just healed him. Lars.
Does he
3
not have
points.
disadvantage for being tied up?
Nope. You
hell was
came
he
right up
managed
to him.
that?
You walked right up to him. Come on, let me DM.
He's
All
got
right,
a
you
point.
take three
I mean-
points of bludgeoning damage as he kicks you in the chest and knocks you away.
The freaking monk.
Hey, you better not do that again, or how do you threaten a dead person?
We'll keep you alive and throw you down in the basement.
You'll have to kill me.
Well, now that you're asking to be killed, we're not gonna kill you. I already killed you once, and you tasted disgusting, so I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, if you wanted us to kill you, you probably just sort of said, "Oh, please don't kill me. That would be the worst thing ever." But nope, you wanted to be killed. So guess what, mister? Not gonna happen. Ha ha, take that.
Fine. And he sort of like nudges himself off the boxes and starts to try to hop his way towards the door.
I'm going to trip him up.
Yep. Let's call that an attack roll.
We don't know how to interrogate someone. We do.
Proton scaries.
Yeah, I don't know.
The one person that probably should be doing this is super not with you.
It's unarmed, isn't it? It's a 7.
Yeah, you try to trip him up, and he just sort of like hops over your foot a little bit and makes it one more step towards. I'm going to put you here now. Makes it one more step towards the wall.
Zonder, push him over.
With pleasure. He takes his crossbow and hits him with the butt of it to push him over.
Make an attack roll.
It's
Alright.
disadvantage because he's tied up because Zach hates us.
No, that was a fair ruling.
Wait.
I'm kidding. I'm just giving Zach
Okay.
shit. And so next week I'll have a new character.
I guess that'll be a 16 to hit.
16 does hit, and so you smack him across the head. He falls to the ground in pain, writhing, and suddenly kind of goes unconscious again.
I'm going
Did you kill him?
now I'm going to check
I
him.
don't think so.
Well,
Now you're gonna check the stuff. Good. So as you rummage around, you do find Gwen took the result of it, but as you kind of scrape across his skin, there's this chalky black substance in his hand. I can't quite remember who saw this before, but this is the same substance that you saw.
I think it was
in
me, actually.
Yeah, so maybe you don't recognize it. So, but ultimately, this is the same thing that was in
It
the
might have
well.
also been Matthias. I can't remember.
Previously.
No, I wasn't in the well. But can I get...
They had it. They were doing it in like drinks or some shit too, or something. I don't remember. I just remember seeing a pot. I don't know. It was weird.
Can I get... obviously, I've got a poison skipper, which is obviously... This is not a poison, is it? Well, imagine, is this something like that? It could be.
Nature. Just make a nature check.
I'm good at nature. Not that my rolls have been any good, but... Oh, that's
You
better.
want to use my herbalism kit? I got some paste in there. You could rub all over him.
23 on nature.
23 in nature. You do believe that this is some sort of... It's got, like, elements of being from the earth. It's got, like, earthen kind of trimmings to it, but it's not dirt. It's organic, clearly is come in contact with the ground, but is something else than just dirt.
Does he look human?
He does look human, yes.
Okay. Any distinguishing features beyond that and that crustiness?
As you kind of peek over his body as he lays there unconscious, Finn, you do see that there is a tattoo of a large eye on the right between his shoulder blades on his back.
Okay. Is there any religious significance related to that?
Make a religion check.
Oh, I'm killing it, guys. This is my session. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so, you remember seeing a creature that had an incredibly large eye that you battled not too many days ago. It doesn't look dissimilar from that, and from a little bit of your time thinking about Selyun and some of the readings that you've done or worshiping her, this at least feels famous to you. It feels like in some way that this is a symbol of something that you have run across before, but exactly what that something is not quite evidenced to you. It's connected to what you fought before, and it feels like it's an important thing, but not quite anything else.
This thing looks like the that weird thing from the orgy town, Treleave. You know, that big eye thing that came out of the well. Nira, you don't remember. You were
I don't know if you knew the name. Did we know the name of it? I can't remember.
I don't think we do. Well, I made the joke about it, so we probably do.
Yeah, I think actually Nereid I rolled for him, and he was like, "Oh, that's a spectator. This is the episode that you
Oh, you
were
mean
not
the
here for."
spectators? Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, that helps there. Good.
Cool.
Well, it could be
that
some
was
kind of
a
could be some kind of
spectation
trace.
thing.
Why don't we scrape some off of his face and put it in some paper here, and we can
I've
maybe
got,
find out what it is
I've
later.
got some on my dagger.
Well, the thing is, I feel like I've seen it before somewhere. Not related to that monster thing. It was just a keep him here. I'm gonna see. Narrate if you want to help. Do you read? Can you read?
Oh yeah, I can read. Pretty good.
Great. Do you want to help? There's a library over here. He Sackville might have something related to it, maybe.
Sure, let's look around.
Great. I'm gonna go to the parlor room.
Okay.
And in the dining, I'll say, check those books. I don't know if there's a system or anything.
Yeah, go ahead and make a investigation check with advantage, Finn.
Okay.
Can I have a look for some herbalism books or anything?
Oh, I need advantage.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check too.
8.
Don't worry about it. 12.
Okay.
It's not my
yeah,
session.
unfortunately, not really much of a herbalism thing. What was your roll, Finn, with advantage?
8.
8. Yeah, it's nothing jumping out to you involving eyes or spectators or anything to that ilk. You do remember, and you saw it before, there is a book on the gods in general that you had not taken. You had taken the Silyun book, and the books that you recognize, but other things, he really liked fiction. There's a lot of fictitious tales here, stories about young, valiant, there and back again kind of tales all around the entire place. Robin Hood kind of tales. More, and again, these books are in really nice condition, and many of them are like first editions, but there wasn't a big researcher.
Wow. Yeah. Great. In what area is that Book of Gods in? Maybe that'll just have
in the corner here.
I'm just guessing. Yeah, I'll grab that and I'll walk over to Nereid, and on that big dining room table, I'll place it gingerly, and start flipping. I'll start flipping through it.
I rolled a 2 for my investigation. Sorry, Mina rolled a 3, which is great.
Yeah.
So as he's coming around the corner, I go, I think I found something, and I pull a blank piece of paper out from between 2 books and rip it in half. And I go,
never mind.
Yep, that's exactly how that occurs. Okay, so at this point, Gwen, those little dots that you saw in the distance that are hustling towards you are getting much bigger, and you now think that they're probably just a couple hundred feet away when you can sort of hear some shouting. And it does appear to be about 8 different figures. You don't recognize any of them immediately, but they're wearing armor and seem to have their swords drawn as they're kind of running up to the house.
I just kind of look up and kind of look back down, and I'm rubbing my shoulder a little bit.
Oh, I'm glad you're still not a bear.
What?
No, I'm glad Mina's still not a
bear. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You sort of hear a shout in the distance that says, hey, oi, what's going on down there? We heard there's a bear in Sackville's house. What's going on?
There's no bear. Everything's fine.
What do you... don't move. It'll take them the next few seconds.
I wasn't planning on it.
To get towards you there. Finn, go ahead and make we'll do one more investigation check to see just how much you can learn from this book in the next 30 seconds or so.
Can I spend some time? You said I managed to find a note or something, didn't you?
God damn.
You found a scroll.
Scroll.
Yeah, some kind of paper that was rolled up before. You want to start looking at it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's got arcane text on it that seems to shimmer and glow in the ink.
So I know it needs some time to look at it. Okay.
I need someone smart making these rolls. I got a 4.
4, yeah. Unfortunately,
buddy,
this book doesn't have a lot of pictures, and you're flipping through, and you see some familiar things. You see things about Silyun, things about Lathander. You see some things about Tyche, as well as a mention of Tamora. And that's just these names that kind of roll over this book, but that's about all you see.
Great. Well, maybe there's something else in one of the other libraries or something. I don't know. I just feel like it's still
it's like part of the eye thing, part of that monster, but also part of like something else. Who knows? Whatever.
Yeah, that's what you've got. And at this point, the crowd of guards does get up to the porch, their swords sort of drawn and looking at you, not totally threateningly, but also, very curious. Oi, all right, you need to tell us what's going on. Why are you here?
Well, we were hired to do an assessment of Saxville's estate, and so we went through the house and looked at things and assessed things, and then got attacked by some cultists or something. I don't know. They're wearing cloaks. And then 2 of them ran away. I think there might have been 3. I can't remember. I saw some blobs. I don't know. And then one of them's in there, and there's no bear, and everything's fine. I don't know why y'all are panicking so much, but it's really not something you need to worry about.
He's sort of breathing hard and looks at you. Make a persuasion check.
Can we hear this talk outside? Or we hear talking?
You hear some mumbles, some things being...
Are these
talked about.
halfling guards?
It's a good thing I'm real good at persuasion.
Natural 1.
These are halfling guards, right?
No, 11. Sorry.
Some of them are halflings, and there's the person that seems to be talking to her is a human, and then there's like 4 halflings, and then there's a dwarf among them too. And that's something that you're pretty typical here. It is mostly halflings that live in this town, but there are the occasional folks. Sorry about that, Mandy. Does that token work for you? Can you see things now?
I can see.
Yay! Okay, cool. What was that persuasion?
11.
11. Yeah, the leader of it sort of looks to the left and right and says, "Right, well, there's nothing to worry about. You won't mind just putting these on," and he throws some shackles towards you.
I would mind, because we're here perfectly legally, and you can't shackle me if there's no reason to. But you can go check inside if you want to.
In fact, I can, and I don't want to hurt you, miss. You seem perfectly fine, but I just don't want any funny business. Just put them on. And
I just
stand over there.
I put them on my lap and just sit there and just look at them.
Make an intimidation check.
She's at 7 hit points.
I am not in the mood for this guy's bullshit right now. What do you mean? Ooh, that's very good. Hold on. Intimidation.
I imagine like your face is like bloody, like you have like a swollen eye, like you're just like sitting there like, fuck up.
That was a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He sort of stares at you, looks to the other around. All right, 2 of you right here. And he points to the dwarf and one of the halflings, and they kind of walk up to you. They sheathe their swords, but they have them like very tightly at the ready. How many of them are inside?
I don't even know.
5, 6. If you count the unconscious person, there's 6.
Tell them not to attack us when we go in.
We're not gonna attack you.
Could you tell them?
Xander shoots one of them.
Jesus Christ, goddamn it. Oi! Nereid, come here.
Oh, okay, one moment.
I'm gonna just put like I have like 2 or 3 books in my hands that I had just grabbed from the shelf. I just kind of shove them in the shelf's direction and then turn around and they just fall to the ground. and then I walk.
You just hear okay.
Yeah, and then I walk towards the doorway.
He grew up in a barn. Oh wait, yeah, he did actually.
Zonder, at this point, you do manage to scoop up like sort of the remainder of the gold and get it stuffed
nice,
back in the bag.
good timing.
It seems like that's going to be just in time. What do you do with the 4 objects, Zonder?
Well, I could check them out later.
Yeah, is there any reason not to just scoop them up?
It's up to you.
Yeah, pick them back up for now.
Put them back in the bag and scoop them there. And as this Nereid, you make it to the porch, and you see right outside there are 6 guards, 2 of which are flanking Gwen as she sits in a little steps that go down off the porch, and 4 of them sort of peeking inside, and they kind of recoil back for a second as they see you.
And then I kind of say to Nereid, I'm like, the little paranoia boys wanted to make sure that nobody attacked them when they walked in the door, so...
Yes, I couldn't imagine who would do that.
That seems like a pretty easy thing to guarantee. I mean, look at us. We're all super injured, and you could arrest us easily if you wanted to, but we're not going to fight back. Right, guys? I don't know. Are these guards?
Quietly puts hand crossbow away.
I telepathically say to Nereid, we could take him if we wanted to, but don't worry about it. They'll be fine. They're dumb.
Yeah, we're super injured and fragile and frail. We wouldn't hurt you at all, I promise.
Right. Okay, move aside. He sort of pushes his way right past you and into the room.
My icon's stuck, so I can't move him, but he's just gonna stay there.
Okay, there you go. And he sort of like immediately moves past you and sees this blue lizard on the ground and like kind of recoils for a second.
It kicks it and kills it.
No, you've never seen a lizard before. Get away.
It's going, and then immediately notices the body that's over here. What's that there? It's a and he gets very jumbled and confused as he sees a dark elf and he sees a little mouse man and sort of starts looking around and surveying the entire place and trying to make sure that nothing's been hurt. Right when he notices all this pile of books on the ground that Finn's picking up and oi, no looting at all. Come on, man's died.
I'm putting them back.
Well, that's not obvious. What's he's doing over here? And he points over at the guy that's on the floor, kind of, passed out and unconscious.
Struggling for breath, I think.
Why'd that happen? Can
cultist.
someone just give me the rundown of why you're here? And
I fucking already did. I literally already said
what's
this.
going on?
What do you mean?
We were supposed to be helping catalog everything inside of the house, and we did that, and then we found like a weird basement, and we did that
still a bear?
stuff. No, I'm not a bear anymore. I mean, so this guy here tried to hurt us when we came back out of the weird basement, and I killed him. But then he came back to life because Saloon blessed him. Finnigan blessed him, but with the power of Saloon. So now he's alive, but he has to die again. And we didn't let him die, so we just smacked him over the head because he wanted...
All right, I think the one.
Careful, he might kick you.
I want to point out that his wounds are all bear wounds and claw marks and stuff.
It's fine.
Bear wounds.
He's wearing a cloak. It's covered.
He points down and says, "Someone give him some attention and get him to the cells. And I want all of you to follow me to the cells too. All right. If you did nothing wrong, we'll clear you in the morning. But we've got to get this place ready for the funeral tomorrow.
Do we get fed?
I don't care. Just get out of the house now."
Oh, I'm quite hungry.
Not sleep in a cell.
How big are the cells?
Sort of like looks up at you maybe for the first time since you've been talking. Yeah, we'll right. You'll be fine for the night. It's fine.
That doesn't sound very...
Just come on, please.
Oh, they're not
You cannot
very
treat
comfortable.
me this way, human law enforcer.
Oh, actually, could we stop by that inn? What was it called again?
Which one?
The Dandelion.
That's not the one that they're at.
Oh,
maybe they are.
The old. Yeah.
It is the Dandelion. Sorry, I was thinking that was the shitty one.
No.
Yeah, that's where our rooms are. Can't we just stay there?
Oh, actually, I was just gonna get my pet. Needs
but-
feeding.
Well, yeah, Feather's probably getting really hungry.
Look, I don't want this to get wrong or anything, but please, I don't care. I just need you out of here, and I need to secure the premises.
I'll follow. I just need to get my duck.
Whatever. Just come on, get out.
Right.
I need to get my duck.
Lead the way.
Sort of holds the door open, and they start dragging one of them. Starts dragging this body away, and they carry it eventually like a sort of fireman carry. Is anybody not following or doing anything?
I'm going
I'm following, but I aggressively shove the shackles at one of the guards if it like when they're probably like, come on, I'm like, here, fucking, I just start walking.
You're actually putting me in shackles.
Yeah, as we're going, obviously,
I have shackles on my lap. I'm not wearing them.
my mage hand might look for some keys along the way.
Make a perception check.
Perception, okay. Oh, 18, 22.
22. These particular guards don't seem to be carrying any sort of like jail keys or anything to that effect. They
it
do
say
have little
anything?
badges on. That's the sort of the thing that makes them stand out more than anything else.
Oh, okay. Might accidentally take one of them then.
Okay.
Whoops.
So if there's not a ton else, you are led back across the estate of Sackville, marching through the about half-mile journey. You don't see any sign of the other cultist. The one that's being carried along with you does indeed kind of stir awake a little bit, but is much more bound and held together than Finnigan's ropes were able to do before. Takes the better part of 20 minutes to get you back towards town, and I'll just sort of remind our viewers of what the half mounds layout looks like here as we move away from the sad music for now.
What a beautiful place. Oh.
So you were in Sackville's estate, which was in the northwestern corner, and you have been marched back through town towards a place called Soul's Armory, which is something that Finn and Gwen would recognize immediately. It's one of the bigger buildings in town. It does seem to be sort of the hub of the Holy Army of Lathander, which is in most of the towns of the continent, as well as a small prison, a small armory for any kind of military fights that would have to occur. And you're sort of ushered through. Not many people out and about. Many of them seem to have retired fairly early in order to get ready for the funeral, which you were told that's in the morning. So not a lot of prying eyes around you, though you do still see, as you make your way towards the armory, there are a group of people that stand out a lot in the town. 2 dwarves, each wearing very nice, almost like formal wear. Then there are 2 humans and a furbolg, which you may have... I think you missed this last time, Mina. I did mention it last session, but there is indeed a furbolg in town that you kind of see out of the corner of your eye as you're being kind of pushed.
You definitely described a furbolg last session. It was just like,
I think you just glossed over it.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. I took notes on it.
What was I doing?
Yeah, I don't know. And you are pushed in towards the armory. You are led... Let me pull this up now. You are led towards the cell area in the back. So you go past sort of the main desk and the outlets over there, and you do indeed are led down some stairs and towards a series of cells. They pull you to the left here, and the guards sort of separate you, and they sort of looks around and goes, "Oh, hey, all right, let's see, let's put the big ones in this one over here," and they points Mina and Zonder and Nereid. You're shoved into the far cell.
Wait, does it make sense to put all of the big ones in the same room? Because wouldn't it make more sense to put the big one with the little ones so that
a taller room. Do you want to be in the short cell? You hit this, and you sort of look, and one of the rooms does have a little more headroom than the other one does.
Do you really want to be stuck in a cell with me, Mina?
Matthias sleeps with me.
I do. While we're on that, do you want me to put these manacles back on? Because I've still got some.
I don't care about your sex lives, all right? I need you to stay in the cells for the night. Okay? You 3 in here. And he points to Finn, Gwen, and Matthias and sort of tries to usher you into this particular...
Poor Matthias.
I'm like, I ask him if he wants me to put I pull out my manacles and ask me if he wants me to put them back on.
Well, I didn't even give you the...
These are from somewhere else. Do you want me to put them on?
No, you're fine. What?
Stop trying to shackle yourself. What?
Sometimes I forget that you're a hardened criminal, Matthias. You're probably used to rooms like this.
And sort of he puts you in and then takes these little grates and he runs over and grabs a set of keys from another individual that's a little bit north of here, and then comes back and locks both of the cells.
Has he taken all of our gear off us?
He didn't, actually. He just kind of left you in your gear. I'm not trying to say you're prisoners. I'm just trying to sort this out, all right? We got to take this man here. We got to get some information out of him. Get some information out of you all. Get this sorted before the funeral tomorrow. It'll be all right.
Do we get some food then? Would you like to take our order?
Wait, what about feathers?
Yeah, you just killed my duck.
Where is your duck?
In the... Hold on, I think
Wouldn't it be easier to just
It's like
put
across the
guards
street, like the
at
dandelion
our-
is right there.
It's in the dandelion.
Do you want me to game?
room-
Can I
What
fit
room?
through the gaps of these bars?
room
No,
7.
they are used to holding small
We don't,
people,
guys.
so-
We do not want them to go back to the dandelion. You know who's in our rooms?
They don't care. Room 7.
Room.
No one's in room 7.
Please.
I wrote down the notes. No one's in room 7.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
We have
I
room
think-
6 and 9 and 8.
No, it's
7 is not our room.
I'll be right back. I'm going to room
keys.
7.
We have keys. We have keys
I'll
6,
feed you-
7,
feed you
9.
down.
No, we have 6,
7.
8, and 9.
No,
6,
we
8, and
don't.
9.
We have 6, 7, 9 because we asked who was in room 8, and
Yeah.
Zach was like, "I can't tell you who's in room 8."
I was looking in room 8, yeah.
Do I sound like? God.
I
So
took
you've
extra
told
notes.
him. I just want to be clear. You've told
Room
him.
7. Room 7. They're in room 7.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Go get my fucking duck.
right.
If you
Dandelion
want
room 7.
someone to show you where to go, one of us would love to come with you. It doesn't really matter which one.
No. You just no. You stay there, and just be not weird for the rest of the night. That's all I want.
This is an impossible.
It's impossible,
Be
machine.
not weird.
He
Why
just
don't
like
you
puts his
ask?
head down and walks.
Nina,
away.
just sit in the fucking cell already, alright?
Did he lock the even? Did
You
he
hear
even lock the door?
shouting from the other cell on the other side.
I don't like small areas.
Fucking sucks. Turn into a mouse then. No one gives a shit.
Ask Amethyst.
That's a great idea, Faye. And she turns into a mouse.
Faye.
Okay.
Gwendolyn, your fault. Your fault.
I
Change your
didn't
name
forgot to
in
change your
Zoom.
name. Sorry.
Okay. So you are left presumably alone, although there is. I should probably have a token for this, and I did not think about it. I'm just gonna put this token here for now. Even though it's wrong. There is a guard sort of sitting up against the wall over here, on looking. He has a brief conversation with the man leaving, and is muffled and they're whispered tones. And the guard nods his head and sort of leans back in his chair, twirling his ring around his ring of keys around his finger, and staring in the other direction, looking at you all.
Mina took Gwendolyn's suggestion and turned into a mouse.
Okay. I don't have a mouse token for you unless
That's
you want
fine.
to be
You're fine.
Matthias.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Can you put the camera?
Can you
camera
check
on
the
there?
Can you check the size of your mouse for me?
Tiny.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't even see
Can
it.
I do what about the camera? Is right there. It's on.
I
the
didn't even
mouse.
see it. I
Gotcha.
forgot. There you go.
All right, and the room quiets down. The only thing that you hear is some like little noises of being in a prison.
Can I pull my harmonica out?
You don't hear anybody else. You just hear the sort of jingle of like keys, like. Basically, all you hear.
Are the cells locked?
Yeah, you watched him lock them.
Okay, I'll unlock them then.
All right, make an investigation. Or make a thieves' tools check.
I'll do it quietly as well. Thieves' tools, yes, a sleight of hand.
You stealing the keys?
Well, I tried to do it stealthily first, so that was a natural 1.
Okay.
Good.
Just humming to himself. Gonna open the door.
Gonna steal some keys.
Still a 10 in stealth.
Okay.
Mind you. So, and to try and open it, sleight of hand. Oh, for fuck's sake, my dice is shit. 14.
Yeah, as soon as you start to hear the, you sort of make the move to go towards the cell, and it's, for whatever reason, the drama of the day or something, you just scrape right across the thing, and you hear this clank, and suddenly you hear, hey, hey, hey! And this figure runs forward and sort of stares at you. Give me those. Right now.
Oh, no, I want some food.
Yeah, well, oh, sure, but give me the damn tools.
I get a chance to pocket them. All right, okay, I'll
You
hand...
scratch them across the cell.
I'll
No,
hand,
you don't get a
I'll
chance
hand
to
them
pocket
over.
them.
I'll hand them over, but as I do that, my mage hand is taking his keys.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Come on, dice. Fuck's sake. Oh, for shit.
He's very wary of you and is going to be have advantage on his
Oh, it was
perception.
17. Sleight of
Natural
hand.
20.
Oh,
He sees the blue hand coming towards him.
And I'll say,
backs
no,
against
don't
the
take
wall,
him.
holds
Don't
it
take
back.
him.
I gotta.
He's got a mind of his own. I'm so sorry. Don't take him.
Look,
It's Tiny Mouse yelling at the floor.
here's what we're gonna do. There's a buddy system now. The three of you, If he tries to get out again, both of you get the lashes for it, all right?
Oh, what's a lashing? Is that like a food?
Can you just put Matthias in with the other 3, please? I don't give a shit about him.
I'm not opening that gate.
Oh,
He's just a tiny little mouse folk.
You're such a
What
good
was it?
liar, Gwendolyn.
He takes his, like, the thieves' tools that you gave and sort of stares at them and pockets them.
I'll need them back.
Watches that mage hand as he kind of backs up and moves towards the other side of the room. Very,
fucking-
very
Come here.
vigilant, staring at you all now.
This is like the steeliest. It's so awkward that he's in here. Because, like, Gwen's just sitting in a corner, just being like, not talking. Finnegan's all sad and moody.
The mouse at the gate.
Mina is currently playing with Proton, so it's good. It's fine.
Oh.
Proton crawling
Did you
all
check
over
the
it.
size? Did you check the size of your mouse? Mina?
Oh, all it says
tiny.
is tiny. It's tiny.
Tiny.
Same size as
So
Proton.
it can be anything in that bracket. How big do you want your mouse to be?
I mean,
Mina's big.
she's a hefty mouse. Like,
A
She
little
chunky?
chunky. She's a little chunky. man.
Chunky. Okay. Yeah. You look at the bars for a second and you
She's
think,
like
you
Gus
know,
Gus from Cinderella.
I might be able to fit through those bars, but you're not quite sure. Just
okay,
throw that out
she's not going for the bars. She doesn't like small spaces.
there. Yeah, there you go. All right. So yeah, some time starts to pass now. Is there any conversations, anything had? All this.
How long of time passes?
It really depends upon you all. It basically can be silent for a while if you want it to be. We'll just let the viewers.
Are we
sit
staying in here all
silence.
night? Is that the consensus? That this is where we're sleeping?
You were explained that they
We'll
were
just-
going to try to sort this out before the morning, whatever that means.
Listen, I think we should just get some rest, sleep. You know, we've all pretty hurt ourselves in there. And when we wake up, we can figure out what to do. Does that sound okay? Is that okay with you guys?
Oh,
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
I'm a bit hungry.
Don't you have rations?
Oh.
You actually have quite a few rations because you were.
You
eating-
grabbed that really high quality food from
Yeah.
his
Oh,
kitchen.
yeah. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. I'll get some out and sit
All right.
down.
Then eat that. Don't
Zonder
cause
would
me
actually
trouble.
be. Oh, sorry.
Maybe it's it.
Go ahead,
Zonder,
Zonder.
Zonder would actually be at the just at whatever bars or anything, just banging on them, shouting racist things in Elvish. He's just still there screaming, "Dosiplith, wela konbluth, ustan plinarash folados." He's just freaking the fuck out.
Is Neria the only person that can understand him?
Oh no, I can understand him.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
They put the elves into one cell.
Stupid racist term for non-drow. I will take vengeance on you.
Call his mom something weird. That's always a good one.
You hear a voice after a while go, "Hey, shut up in there! Just shut up! Stop it! I don't know what you're saying. Stop it!"
What's the sleeping situation like in this cell? I'm noticing one bale of hay.
There's one bale of hay in the corner. That's basically what you see. Yeah.
I'm sitting in this corner alone, leaned up
Uh,
against the walls.
Great. What's this cell look like? Are there any markings from other prisoners?
It's like they'll never let you out, just carve into the wall.
Yeah, I need to.
Make an investigation check, Finn.
All right. Someone please
Matthias,
ask these questions
you
besides
you suddenly feel a sort of tug at your side, and your mage hand sort of dips away. And this ever vigilant guard rolled another natural 20, and he runs up to you and this time has a whip in his hand, and he cracks the whip through the cell itself, screaming at Matthias, "That's down! That's enough!"
What did I do?
You saw the mage hand happen again, but it does miss you entirely.
What, was it?
If I see that blue thing come out of here one more time,
Roll it.
I will whip you all until you can't see straight.
You don't fucking touch me with that thing.
Oh, God, I hate this job. He backs away and looks at you all, and now he's just, like, staring at you right here, looking at both cells.
As if you know anything of pain, surface creature. I laugh at your whips. I bet they're not even barbed.
Zonder, shut up. I got a 20 on my, not natural. On
20
my,
on investigation. You do see some thieves' cant. I don't know if that's something that you...
I don't know if I'd recognize it.
Yeah, but there are some strange markings on the wall.
Great. Well, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And I am going to slink against the wall right here and conk the fuck out.
Okay.
Or try to, as long as there isn't any more yelling.
Uh-huh.
I need more spell slots.
Anybody else?
I'm going to pretend to go to sleep.
Okay.
I will meditate.
Okay.
3.
5 minutes after pretending to fall asleep, I fell asleep.
Awesome. Yeah.
Mina will take a page out of Matthias's book and go curl up on top of Nereid.
You know, when you pop out of wild shape, you're just gonna be on top of him.
You're gonna kill him.
It'll be great.
What's that? You're coming over to
Good.
So if there are no other crazy things or any conversations that want to happen, we can push ahead and say that 6 hours definitely do pass, as you all
6 hours? It takes them 6 hours?
Yep, they leave you in there for a while. Now, when you went in there, you thought it was probably 7 o'clock or so, so you get the sense that when you start to rouse to coming awake a bit more, it is indeed still the middle of the night, probably like 3 or 4 a.m. based on your internal clocks. But it's at that
7
point as you all...
6 hours. 4 a.m.
Yeah, maybe I went a little too. It's 6 hours of rest and then a couple hours of
It's
non-rest.
13
o'clock. I want to spend some time with these.
Probably
magical
close
items.
to like 2:30 in the morning when you get up. What did you say?
I'll spend some time with these magical items then.
Which one do you have?
I've got a scroll, and
so
the boots don't need doing. You've already told us what they are. I take it. So
the boots are on Zonder.
Yep.
Right.
So this is the scroll that you find.
Oh,
You
boy.
recognize the spell. It's Find Steed.
Ooh.
And
Oh.
I think that's it, unless somebody else is doing another identify. Is that it?
Those poison vials that I have aren't magical, right?
They are not magical, but you can learn more about their properties.
I'll just stare at them for a while, being like,
Okay.
Do I have the identify? No. Finnigan has the potion.
Finnigan has the potion. What happened to the... Maybe during the break, which we're about to take in just a second, I will find those potions. I can't find them right now. That's weird.
Find Steed. I can't cast that though, can I?
Also, focusing on the powder when I know the two of them are asleep.
Okay. Make a nature check. Oh, here it is.
Let's actually use this one. This one's pretty. That was a good choice. Nature check. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you really get the same thing that everybody else has been getting. This is clearly organic. This is coming from the earth, but it is not like any other soil that you've seen before. And then there's
It's not like poisonous or anything like that?
Doesn't seem to be poisonous.
Poison.
If you want to take a taste of it or something, you might learn something new about it, but that's...
Does it actually have the word poison written on a little disc
I'll take like
on the
the
vial?
teeniest. I'll like basically like take my like fingernail, like the teeniest little like, and be like,
Yeah, make a Constitution save with advantage since you're only doing a little bit of it.
neither of those are very good.
Poison.
Constitution 11.
Ooh, 11. Gwen, as you look at the sleeping Matthias there in the corner, boy, does he look cute. Boy, does he look nice.
Oh, it's so weird.
That's
It's so weird. This is the weirdest thing.
In fact, he looks so nice that you put down these like vial of poisons and you sort of move over to him and you kind of like snuggle up for a second, and then after maybe 60 seconds or so, you shake out of it. You wonder why the hell you curled up next to Matthias.
Ew. Just like backing up across the room.
Yeah.
That'll come in handy. And I tie that up, put that in my pocket.
Okay.
And then the vials. But
Okay. And if that is nothing else, then I think that we'll be waking up and seeing what happens next here in prison. So we're going to take a 10-minute break right here, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you again to that bit donation. Holy crap. How wonderful
gods,
and kind
best
of
gods.
you.
Yeah.
Our folks all get a long rest during the break, by the way.
The next session, we have an NPC cleric who is a cleric of the Pie Gods. There we go. That's canon.
Yeah. So we're going to take a 10-minute break here. Getting back in the action here. Everyone starts to wake up. A few items identified. One little snuggle session definitely happened. I don't know what happened in the other cell. I assume little mouse.
So Mina probably popped
probably
out of her transformation there
Proton.
halfway through sleeping. And
That's true.
I don't think Nereid would wake her. He might just try and make it so that he could breathe and then just let her lay on him.
She would probably like shimmy down so that it's only her head that's on him instead of like her entire body.
Yeah.
There you go.
So all of you conked out pretty
Nice.
well. You managed to get your long rest, and about 45 minutes or so after you wake up, and Mina, you are indeed stretched out in your long form, and maybe the claustrophobia sneaking in a little. Like I said, the cell is not particularly uncomfortable for you, but if you were any taller, it'd be very, very tough. And then Finn and Matthias come to consciousness. The ever vigilant guard still just staring you down. Watching you all, almost eyes bloodshot, even as he stares and tries to keep himself fully awake.
Moaning.
It's enough there. Yeah.
Mr. Guard, can I get out? This room is really small. The walls feel like they're closing in on me. And
a deep
She
breath.
has to pee.
no, I can't take a deep breath. The walls are closing and they're falling. And please let me out. Let me out, please. Please let me
He
out.
reaches up and plugs his ears and puts his eye still tracking you down, but it keeps
Do
his-
the same thing.
So
Don't
she's like
reaches up on his
peering.
tip,
Can she see him with his ears plugged?
Yes,
She's like at the bar. Okay. So when she sees him plug his ears, she is going to wild shape into a spider,
okay.
like a tiny spider, and she is going to crawl out of the bars.
I'll take up her position immediately and just put my hands on the bar, just exactly where she was, and maybe he won't notice.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and still make a
Can I not-
stealth check to see how well this works.
Nat
All
20.
you gotta do is get through those fucking bars, man.
Natural 20. Yeah.
Even if
well
he
done.
steps on her, she'll just.
Myriad,
Sorry.
almost like this was rehearsed,
See that?
sees your form molding and shaping, but right before he would see that little shrink down, Myriad grabs the bars and starts shaking them, and he's just still rolls his eyes and keeps his eye mostly on Matthias, who he trusts the least of all of you at this point. And you do manage in your little spider form to get right through the cell, and onto the other side of the bars.
Did they ever bring feathers?
They did not bring feathers.
Okay, well, I'm gonna, upon noticing that feathers isn't there, I'm going to leave in my spider form and just sneak out.
As you are walking across the floor in your spider form, you do hear some footsteps coming from the stairway. And you are almost trampled upon by a figure who is incredibly tall, especially for you in a spider form. And as you sort of scramble up and suddenly see this leather sort of sandal in front of you, and you sort of peer up, the figure kind of tilts her large head and looks down and smiles just a little, looking at your form, and reaches down and sort of puts a finger down to you, the spider. And what you see in this weird sort of like spidery 8 kind of cascadey kind of thing is something that looks a lot like you. There's a lot of differences. There is definitely an age difference. She appears to be much older, much more refined, not nearly as wild and natural as you are, wearing nicer clothing, her hair like properly done. She looks tired and elderly, and as she sort of like extends the finger downward, what do you do?
Biter.
Turn her
I
into Spider-Man.
crawl onto the finger. But I don't go any further than the fingertip.
Okay.
Just the tip.
Oh.
Picks up her finger and sort of looks at it, very smile on her face. Well, isn't that interesting? And she sort of like touches her neck and puts the little spider form of you right on her neck. Just there for now, I think. Pardon me, good sir. I've come to discuss something with these fine people you have in these cells. And sorry. I'm sorry.
He's been very abusive.
It's intolerable
sure
in here.
Not the case.
I have to pee.
Hope not.
He
Yes,
promised
of
us
course.
food. We never got
Please,
food.
Unlock these. Quite now, right now, please. And he, right away, ma'am, right away. And he runs over and takes his keys and, looking at you all one last time with fury in his eyes, he unlocks the first one on the far left, and so Nereid, and he sort of looks around and he says, "Hey, there was another. It's all
No, it's
going
perfectly fine.
to be just fine." Oh, okay. And he runs over to the other cell and unlocks that one as well. Okay.
Where's my tools and my gold pouch?
Be careful. You. Enough out of you, all right? She says, "Please, just over there," and points and tells him to go away. And he scowls at you, Matthias, as he marches down to the other side of the cells.
Did she open up our cell as well?
He did. He opened up both of the cells, and both of you are free.
great.
And there you see, now quite visible before you, a Furbolg, looking quite similar to Mina, in terms of the build and the form, but much older, much older. She almost has a little bit of a hunch to her. She's skinny, has bright brown eyes, and there's sort of dark circles under them, and she wears a little fall jacket on the outside with her tan colors and sandals. And according to this young man, and you see from behind her down the stairs now marches Z, who is right behind. You all were responsible for saving Jean Sackville's estate tonight. Is that correct?
Oh, if you mean from those those hooded people, yeah, right, that was us.
Yes. Well done, I must say. I suppose it was never enough. Someone dying like this, there's always going to be some sort of drama. I apologize. Let me introduce myself. My name is Solana Birchwood.
Solana Birchwood.
Jean and I were quite close for quite some time. I think he's the only person I know that might be a little older than I am. Well...
Oh, sorry.
No, it's quite all right. Age is... it's a fun thing. You wish you could do it again. Youth is wasted on the young. Well, I simply wanted to speak with you before any of the other council members were around, because I feel as if there's some confusion about the legacy of Jean Sackville, and specifically whether he had an heir. Mr. Edwin here has delightedly shown me the mirror in the basement of Jean. Quite a place he had there, and I indeed did see someone like your little self. Finnan, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken.
What mirror? What?
Did you see any chandeliers?
I know what mirror you're talking about.
Oh, yes. You were not aware of the scrying mirror in the basement?
The what mirror? What? Do I know what scrying is? I'm asking as James myself.
Make an Arcana check.
It's that thing you sat in front of when you were sitting in that chair.
5. Right, yeah, I know what a mirror is.
No, but...
Yeah, you, scrying is just not something that Selyun has, decided to teach you yet, so you're not too sure.
Yet? Alright, I'm gonna make a note of that. Right, I don't really know what scrying is. Is that like lying while you're like
sketching a cart or something?
You have his sense of humor. Scrying is
right. Funny.
keeping tabs on another. This one is directly focused upon you. In fact, had I sat there for much longer, young Edwin and I would have basically watched your entire life story. Seems that Gene Sackville took a particular interest in you. Now, whether or not you are his heir, I don't quite know how to prove this, but the evidence is clear. Yes, I did want to come see you and close myself. Come. She sort of motions you towards her, Finn.
Oh, all right. I'll walk towards her. Gingerly.
As you get close, she sort of bends down and takes her fingers and sort of presses them on your dimples and sort of widens your smile ever so slightly.
Why do you smell like caramel?
That's my favorite perfume. And she spins you around quickly, and even
Whoa,
though she's quite
hi.
old, she has some like very wily strength about her. Like as soon as she kind of pulled you close, you felt like you were really like being held for a second.
I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
There's a firmness in her grip, and she sort of spins you around and sort of checks your hairline and
Now you're hooked.
looks around, and she kneels down very close to your face and just sort of stares at you for a second.
I haven't had a mint in a while.
It's like,
Yes. Edwin, I do believe you're onto something here. Well, this puts us in quite a pickle, you see. There are some associates of Sackville who always believed that when he passed, they might be the closest thing he had to family. You must understand that people get very touchy, and I think informing any of these individuals that he had another will be quite difficult, to say the least. What to do? And she sort of looks around at each of you and kind of curious glances.
We could all escape into the woods.
What? Why is that your first go-to?
It worked last time.
Did it?
Yes, the woods. Where did you... I certainly would understand Gene Sackville's boy having quite the eclectic lifestyle, but this is even a bit much for Gene. Well, my. Dark elf, I haven't seen one of you in... so long.
Yeah, we're a strange group.
Well, you are fortunate today. You have seen another one of us.
Oh my god.
Maybe tone it down a little bit.
Yes, just like I remember. I am so sorry for the death of your esteemed matron. I heard of this a couple months back. It's quite sad that such a thing would happen, and so strangely. Tell me, do you know much about the figure that was pulled out of the estate with you?
Oh, you mean that red hood, that bald man?
Yes.
Yes, we've actually seen his like before. Whereabouts in Trayleaf?
Oh, interesting. You must understand that such things around these times are, well, they're becoming less and less odd every day, but we have not seen such things in many years. He, from what I understand, and from what we could glean from him before he ran into a wall and snapped his own neck, he's a member of something called the Cult of Rebirth. Have you heard of such a thing?
have I?
Have we, DM?
It sounds religious.
None of you would have heard of this.
Okay.
This is definitely something that's a little obscure here.
Okay. Not even a little bit.
Yes.
No.
I suppose not. The Cult of Rebirth, they are a strange sort. They were around perhaps a century or so ago. Some similar things were happening, but they faded out very quickly. They seemed to believe that the world was not worthy of the people on it. They wanted a new world for a new people, and were obsessed with purging the old and bringing in the new. Well, that's
a bit extreme, but I suppose so.
Sort of like a burn the forest down so that the soil was fertile.
And yes, that's correct. She sort of gleams and sees a little flicker in her eye every time you respond, Finn. She's quite interested in you. I think that is their philosophy. They seem to believe that the elderly are hanging on too long, people like me. And,
You don't look a day over 50.
Oh, you are Gene Sackville's boy. Becomes more apparent to me by the minute. My. Anyway, so why they're here, why they're at Gene Sackville's home, why he falls down dead out of nowhere. Other elderly figures, your matron, good sir, from what I understand. If you are from around these parts, I don't mean to presume, of course. You're not all the same, I'm sure, but there was an elderly drow matron who just keeled over one day. Out in Burton, we have tale of the young Smithson family. Well, their eldest, couple 100 years old and living way past his time, but he also keeled over immediately.
Are you saying this cult is responsible?
I do not have enough to know whether that is true, young drow, but I do wonder.
You should watch out, Nereid. They might be coming for you next.
I should be okay. I'm only 7.
Oh, my.
What?
Are you from the circus?
You're like 50.
I'm only 7. No, I'm not from circus.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I do enjoy that little circus. My.
Listen, if they come for me next, that might be good. We can find out who they are, and maybe the next one won't snap his own neck.
Yes. I am. Well, go ahead there.
I'm just sorry. There's a lot to take in. All these cult assassinations. Mr. Sackville's death. And now you and I'm just trying to figure out why are you here?
Adventure.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking.
Oh, and I'm obviously here for the death of Gene Sackville. To be honest, I would pay my respects to that man, even if he weren't dead. But now that he is, I must do my best for that. And, like the others, I wondered who would take charge of his estate and his assets. I know young Edwin here seems also quite curious about that, perhaps a bit too much so, if I must say. Oh, he's a charming boy, though, isn't he? Look at him. And she, pinches Z's cheeks for a second, and he sort of struts and looks at you for a second, Gwen.
There's no loot down there. We couldn't find any.
Excuse me, she does. What? How rude.
Oh.
Nothing, it's fine.
Yes, well, most of Gene's assets were stored in Don's Promise, and that would be part of it, is understanding how to acquire his gold. It is a massive fortune and tied into many things.
Will it change and turn into some bugs?
I don't think it will. It won't, will it?
I stood out of that room for a purpose. I mean, they didn't look like they were very friendly.
Right, yes, I see. Well, tomorrow is the funeral, and after the funeral comes the estate of the wills. I suppose it's a bit late. It would be more like today. It's quite soon. What to do? What to do?
I'm sorry, what exactly are you debating here? Who to give the estate to?
I'm wondering, without trying to put my foot in my mouth, whether the young man wishes to make the claim that young Edwin suggests he has, or whether he will simply let it play out the way that it should.
I mean, the way that it shouldn't it play out the way that Sackville wanted it? Which is his heir getting everything. Whether or not people think that they're entitled to his shit. It's not what he wanted. Otherwise, he would have left other people some shit.
I understand, and
I think it's up to Finnigan ultimately, isn't it?
I think that this is more what I mean. What should happen is whatever the young man decides, and of course, what we're able to convince the others of.
Well, the king definitely needs a castle.
That's right, and if they come for us, I'm sure we can take them anyway. Let them come. We'll zap them good.
No, I don't think we need to zap anyone.
No.
I don't really know what to do. Never really had to make a choice like this. Can I have like a moment to think over everything?
Can, of course, don't take too many, or you'll just fade away. Once these things happen, they are certainly over with. Oh, well.
Sorry, do you mind if I ask, what was your relation to Mr. Sackville?
Oh, well.
You said you were a council member.
I am indeed. I am of the Dawn's Council. I serve on a board of people that try to make sure that this continent stays running the way that it should, despite whatever comes along.
Wait, you're on the council in John's Promise.
Yes, I am.
And Sackville was too. Is that what you're saying?
Sackville was sort of an honorary member. He had a lot of the funds that things were able to run with, but he was less interested in the political ramblings. He mostly liked to stay home and paint.
I had a painting once.
He did indeed help us out of a few pickles with some of his fortune, and I know that that's on everyone's mind as well. And yes, Sackville might have stolen a few kisses from me now and then, but of course he did that to just about everyone. Which is why I'm not surprised he might have an heir.
Finnegan's like...
I didn't know you could steal them.
Well... all right. Yeah, could I have just a moment? Just literally just like a minute.
Yes, of course. Edwin, walk me around.
Show me the place.
Hey, Edwin, where are my rugs? What did you do with them?
Yeah, I'm walking up to the guard. I'm walking up to the guard, and I'm going to grab my tools back. I'll have them. Thank you. Hope you have a good morning. And I'll walk back to the group.
He's got to resist this. He's gonna stop you. Like, you can't do these things. The moment you get near him, he pulls out his whip and he dares you to come close.
Nice.
You stay over there.
Kinky.
Give me my tools back. Give me my tools.
He reaches into his...
I'll be good if you give me my tools.
He reaches into his belt.
I feel like I'm getting too much of an insight into Matthias' sex life right now.
He chucks the tools across the place. He's got to take it one step at a time. He chucks them towards you.
Oh, thank you.
Over there.
Thank you. What's your name? We could be friends.
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe another time then, and I'll walk back to the group. Really sad. I'll walk back to really sad.
Mina, do you just hang out on her?
Oh yeah,
neck,
I'm just hanging out on the neck.
Yep.
Am I hearing any juicy gossip or like weird passes?
That hot goss.
You do hear, sort of Z mumbles to her at some point. I told you he was a good boy. I always liked him. He's a nice fella. The rest of them are a little crazy, but sister's got a good head on her shoulders, and they'll make the right decision. Don't you worry. Yes, well, I wonder about this being a loaded deck, but we'll try our best. And he sort of just like walks her around slowly.
And then cut to us. I think we should burn everything down. No.
Yeah, so you guys have some time to chat since you didn't, talk in the 6 hours that you were there.
Right. Well, this information wasn't given to me, and so that. Right. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's Mina?
She's a spider.
So why ain't she here?
I don't know.
We might have trod on her. I start looking around the floor.
Look at my boots.
Protons, do you eat her? I look into his mouth.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Should have played that out. He probably would have tried, but I didn't think about that.
So, what do you think I should do? I'm not really one for
Well, we definitely need to feed the duck if we're going to keep it.
Go.
Finnigan, it's yours.
What? We don't. Feathers ain't even a part of this.
Oh, is he dead?
Oh my God, we have to check on him.
Why am I?
First of all,
to him?
he's a duck. He's probably fine. They can go a day without eating. He's not going to die.
Okay.
Second of all, Finnigan, it's yours. I think you should see what he spent all of his time looking at. The entire setup he had down in that basement was so he could keep his eye on you and watch you grow up.
It's kind of creepy.
And it was
No.
to test you to see if you were strong enough too, which we were. So there you go.
You were his boy. That's how he thought of you. And he cared about you. So
I care about you.
Matthias, your grumbles are really fucking creepy.
Oh, sorry, that did come across a bit creepy. I apologise.
You got some breathing on my hand.
He's just like, we're talking here. He's just like right here, like, ah.
You're fogging up my armor a little bit. Okay. It's just a lot to take in. I guess I'll see what. I guess I'll see what he did. I know we've only known each other for like a week, but I'd like to have you there. Never been to a funeral before. Well,
Technically, you have. Just you weren't alive for it.
I've never been a viewer of a funeral before.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So
God damn it.
I'd like...
Also, Finn probably didn't have that much of a funeral. It was probably Gwen crying in a corner for like 10 minutes.
My body's rotting.
I mean, what happened to your other body? Because, like, she sure as hell didn't know where it went.
So...
Dear Lord.
No, I don't mean to point fingers or anything, but Zondra, I was kind of there for your whole colony thing. And Mina, I took that weird fuckweed.
I've still got some of that.
Why? We should
Let's go and experiment with it.
You better not slip that to that mouse lady. She's nice.
Oh, yeah.
That would be dishonest.
The love of your... I just like for you to be near, support.
I think you should.
I'm not hearing a yes or no, so
Finnigan, they're all gonna come with you. They're just gonna follow. That's what they've been fucking doing for a week now. I don't know what you're expecting.
I'll make you a deal, Finnigan.
Finnigan.
We help you with all of the things that you need help with forever, and you provide your military might and strength to the cause of finding out what is destroying the world. How does that sound?
All right. Well, first off, I don't have military might.
Oh, not yet, but look at all that gold.
I paint and I bake. That's my two things I do. Sometimes I bash people's heads in, and sometimes I don't. But I'll certainly... I said I'd help you. I did.
I might as well look after you, Finnigan. You've been a useful minion. I mean, ally.
I'm in. Yep, for sure.
Well, I'm staying with you, Nereid, to do the old empty thing.
So am I.
Wherever that takes us.
I don't even know what that is yet. Yeah, that'll be fun. Dangerous.
And me and I, there's some things I'd like to talk to you about as well. Sort of grabbed a...
Mina's not here.
Oh, right. That's why I'm like, why isn't she talking? Oh, wait, she's not here.
Also, I'm killing the spider right now.
Great.
Yeah, kill the
Or I
spider
already
in
did.
real life.
It's
She just went, and
there's
it was
a
like,
carcass,
oh no!
and it's
So, all right. Thanks for the support, I guess.
And again, I think you should see that mirror before the funeral. We've got, probably a couple hours before the sun comes up?
I kind of like it in here. I've got pretty used to it.
Yeah, I'd like to get out of here as well.
Oh, that's not what I said, but...
I don't even know what you said. All right, Miss Birchwood, where'd she go?
Hold on. She sort of makes her way.
A walk?
What is it that you've decided, young one?
I think despite what everyone else wants, I know Mr. Sackville did a lot for Aurora Soul and Dawn's Promise and your anti-cult thing. But he wanted me to have it, and I think it's best if I at least look and see what happened, what he did, and go from there. I'd like you to be with. You seem to know him best, and you cared for him at least. You came down to check on me, so got a good heart.
I did.
I've got another important thing as well. Could you check your shoes? We're missing our friend. She's a spider.
Just here. I've seen.
she points to her. Are you on her neck? That's hideous.
Oh, there she is.
They're necking.
Hiding in the folds of her neck.
Yeah.
You know, she's double doing.
So if it's all right with you, I don't know if you run the prison or anything.
They know who I am and will obey me.
I'd like to look everything over, get a feel for everything, and then decide from there.
But here's what I think. They're not going to have much worry about the property. It's not even the nicest estate I've ever seen.
That's pretty nice.
It's the gold. It's the gold that's the problem.
If
you were to lay your stake into wanting the property itself and not the money, I don't think it would go over too badly. If you try to claim the gold, that's when the problems might occur. You notice that Z gets quiet and somewhat tense behind her.
Why? It's part of his stuff. I should at least have control over it.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just suggesting that there are many, many hands in this situation.
Does this bitch seem sus? Hold on.
Make an insight check.
Like, I just slowly, my suspicion meter has been crawling this whole time.
Mina also
good.
would like to make an insight check.
Insight check, the best thing that I'm the best at, 24.
Okay. Yeah, Mina, you can make one as...
Mina has a literal hand to her jugular, so she can feel her heart.
Feel her heart.
How
She's
about
got,
I also
6
get
hands.
a 24?
Nice!
Wow. All right.
We all know.
When Finn said that he wanted to keep the entire thing, she did get tense. It doesn't seem to be from any sort of maliciousness, but it's worry. There's a lot of worry that she is expressing right now. You can see that she's even starting to sweat a little and has lost a little bit of her demeanor.
What about Z?
Z is very tense at the word about gold and estates and all this sorts of stuff.
I'll backstab him.
But she says, I'm not disagreeing with your claim if it is indeed true, and I have already expressed that I believe that it is. Gene Sackville was an investor in many places. Those people will expect their money to continue, maybe even a windfall from this. There are ways to handle the situation that will make people upset, and there are ways to handle it where you have no worries. I'm just trying to let you know, as a young man, you've never faced something like this before, I imagine. People do a lot for gold.
No, I haven't. But I fought a giant green thing. I've died. I fought weird drow. I think I
Don't
can
forget that
handle it.
weird thing that came out of the well.
Yeah.
That's not what the green thing was.
And
Oh,
that's-
right. Yeah, we also fought slimes.
And that door, Grindy was Grindy.
We got him.
Who's Grundy?
Gronder.
Is that what you named your mage hand?
Yeah.
I feel like I could. I'm not really scared of a couple of bigwigs.
We can take him. Tell him to come at us.
I don't want to kill him. I just want to.
Well, but that's what you're implying, isn't it? That people will kill for gold. Tell them to try to come for my brother. I'll slit their fucking throats.
I do not doubt your moxie, young lady. It's simply that these are major events happening in our time. But I will pass along the message to the council. I suggest you all get ready for the funeral service and...
Actually, I'd like to know who's on that council before you go tell them. You know.
We might actually know because
know your enemy, that sort of thing.
Because of Ashran.
That's true as well.
I mean, I don't know if Finn would, but I feel like I probably would know at least some of them.
You're definitely aware that Ashran was on the council, though he may not.
He's not on it anymore.
Be on it anymore. She sort of looks. Make a persuasion check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I'm fantastic at those. Well, actually, I'm pretty good at them.
You were the persuading boy. I was the deception boy.
18.
18. She sort of looks at you and... Well, I think you'll meet many of them later today, of course. The ones that are in town here are the Gravel Forges. Lucille and Ricard Gravel Forge. They are...
Gravel Forge?
They are two master craftsmen that have supplied the military in Dawn's Promise and the continent for many years.
What was Lucille and what?
Ricard.
Ricard. Awesome. Okay. And they're smiths. Okay.
All right. The other couple that's here are Frederick and Ethel Wells. They are whisperers, master whisperers, that you maybe understand the propaganda machine of Dawn's Promise does at times needs to flex its muscles, and they are ones that do that. Myself, I am the nature advisor. I've been for some time. And of course, the high priest of all of Dawn's Promise, Darren Volwell. I highly doubt he will leave his ivory tower to make it down for now. He did not get along with Sackville particularly well.
Darren what?
Darren Volwell. Vallwell.
And he's the high priest.
Yes, the high priest. And this would be a name that most of you are familiar with. He's been the high priest. He's a high elf. He's been the high priest of Lathander for many a year. You've seen his name. You've heard people praise him or damn him for as long as you've all been alive. Other than Zonder, this is all just gibberish to you.
I wouldn't know of him.
Yeah, Mina, you probably would not know of him as well.
Do we know anything specific about any of these people from Ashran since he used to be the Whisperers? The Whisper one?
Make a history check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Really
How
hard.
rude.
It's going to be really hard to know this.
Ooh, okay, what die do I
Yeah,
use?
but there's something to know.
This is the one. Okay. Oh god, history? I don't think I'm very good at that. I'm okay. 17.
17?
That's really good.
I rolled pretty okay. I rolled a 15 and I have a +2, so...
Did you roll disadvantage?
Oh shit, I didn't. Fuck.
I was gonna say, okay.
That's lower, but not super low. It's, what is +2? Shit. 14.
14. Okay, so you have heard, and probably in your prying eyes, seen some letters that have gone back and forth to Ethel Wells.
Okay.
Beyond that, you really don't. I mean, this is something that would be tight-lipped. He had purposefully moved away from the council after a while, and so there maybe been some exchanges with Ethel, but other than that,
And nothing like
Yeah.
saucy.
Blackmail.
Nothing particularly saucy.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and all these people are here.
Well, no, Darren Volwell, of
Oh,
course,
yes,
is
Mr.
not,
Volwell.
but the others are. Yes, the gravel forges and the wells. It's two very ancient families, and they were close with Sackville in their different ways. I cannot speak to know his relationship with all of them, but I do remember that he and High Priest Volwell did not get along particularly well.
All right. So I think I need time to look at Sackville's things.
You will,
I trust
find
him.
yourself not being welcomed back until after the funeral, so just be aware that after the events of last night, the place is under strict quarantine. None allowed in or out since Edward and I left.
That's all right. I'd just like you to know. You tell them, as soon as I judge them and see if they're all right, the funds will continue. I don't see why not.
This is a wise
Just need to
decision,
judge.
if I must say so, but of course.
I just need to judge them.
Yes, and they are, of course, going to want as much proof as possible that you are indeed the son of Gene Sackville, so I just remember this. All right, I will see you at the funeral then.
All right.
She makes
Thank
her
you
way,
again, Miss Birchwood.
Of course. Wear your Sunday bests, and then she makes her way back up the stairs.
That's all I have.
Z kind of helps her get up the stairs for a bit, but he does linger at the base of the stairs.
Mina, are you going with her or are you staying?
She stays on the neck. You don't see her get down.
All right.
When she gets to the top of the stairs, she sort of holds off her hand and sort of tries to pull you off. Do you resist or anything,
She bites her.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I'm a freaking baby spider. Nothing's gonna happen.
You do 1 piercing damage. The spiders do a piercing damage.
That's a 13 plus 4, 17.
Just get into
17.
character, that's all.
Yeah, she's not really prepared, and as she sort of goes to pick and no, I did not mean to upset you, little thing. I only meant to let you get back to your friends.
There's a little panic spider running. Like all of them.
She is going to. She's going to climb halfway down the arm, but then while she's still on the arm, she's going to reverse her wild shape back into her actual form. So like, she's on the arm as that's happening.
I believe the rule is that you can't occupy the same space while you do this. Otherwise, you can, like, Ant-Man.
Okay.
So you do kind of
Fall
find
off
yourself...
someone's butt?
Yeah, you do find yourself sort of naturally pulsating away from her. And she sort of... Oh, and you do see Z picking around behind. Everything okay? What's going on? And as you appear... you are slightly taller than she is, actually. She's about 7'4", so a couple inches on her, and she stares at you. I thought he mentioned another furbolg.
How did you know that I was there?
I'm old enough to recognize when an animal
How old are you, Elder?
out of place, and I've seen at least a couple centuries now. You lose count after a while, of course.
No.
So
Take your time. Take your time.
you are an elder, and I shouldn't speak to you this way, but I've been sent to find help, and why have you ignored all of the missives from the Elder Bog?
You must understand, there's
No,
reason.
you need to understand that we're dying, and we've sent requests for help, and you've ignored them.
Before your time, much before, young one, decisions were made, exiles were put in place, and ancient powers have drew their lines in the sand. those that would claim the Elder Bog once served a terrible, terrible, terrible man, or beast, or something. And they believe at the High Council, and I am not saying I'm among these people, but they believe that this is the penalty that your people have suffered for not standing with the realm of men in the War of the Beasts many centuries ago. Your cries will fall upon deaf ears as long as there is a high priest in Dawn's promise.
We're followers of Saloon.
Indeed you are, and I hope she blesses you. But Lythander's people will not show you the warmth that you need. This is something that your people must solve on their own, or perhaps the world is reborn anew and other things happen.
So you're just going to sit there and you're going to not send any help and you're going to let us die.
I pray for your people. This is all I can offer at this time.
And I pray that you fall down these stairs.
If anyone could solve it, just might be you. She slowly walks by you.
I'm gonna stomp back down the stairs. I don't like her. You shouldn't give her any help. I don't like Z. He thinks we're all weird. I don't like anything.
Oh. Right. I guess I'll just leave you all to it. See you at the
Z,
funeral.
You're the weird one. You know that, right?
I'm sorry if I did anything to rock your boat. You know, peace and love. I'll help you.
I see right through you, Mr. Peace and Love.
Okay.
More like manipulation and trying to call people weird. I'm not weird. I'm not.
Yeah. Sorry.
You
Apologies.
should be.
Apologies. Sort of slinks back up the stairs, realizing that he's been caught.
Zonder reaches up to pat Mina on the shoulder. You're not weird.
I mean, coming from Zonder, that doesn't really mean a lot, so...
What is that supposed to mean?
Because you're fucking weird, Zonder.
I didn't say you weren't weird.
I didn't say I wasn't weird either.
We're all a bit weird.
I'm a bit weird.
There's nothing wrong with being weird, Mina. There's a lot of other things that could be wrong with you. Being weird's not one of them.
The jailer cries out, "Please leave!"
I'll see you at the tavern later, my friend.
Who are you talking to?
My new best friend.
Sort of paces around the back.
All right, so point of action. I want my fucking duck.
Oh my god, I forgot about him again.
Are we finally going to kill him?
Oh, sorry, Finnigan. I was going to go and try to feed Feathers, but that awful woman grabbed me first. And we should go feed her, and maybe we should stop at the tavern and get a drink or two. It tastes really good.
Actually, yeah, I could use a drink. All right, let's go. This place sucks.
I kind of like it down here.
Smells like feet in here.
You all get together and start to make your way up the stairs and out of Soul's Armory. It is a little bit more packed. There are guards wearing formal attire, so you can see that they're still shielded. But it's a very religious military kind of stance. Their nicest cloaks have been put on, and they're all sort of waiting and wandering about. It's still pretty early in the morning now, maybe pushing 3 a.m. or so, as you make your way out into the...
Sorry to interrupt. Who's in charge, or who can I speak to about something rather important concerning lives lost?
Do you ask someone this? Is that what you're saying aloud?
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm not out loud.
Yeah, someone upstairs says, Carlisle, where'd you go? Someone deal with the weirdos? Somebody else, please? No, just me?
All right, I'll deal with you.
That's fine. It'll only be a second.
He winces for a second. Okay.
So a while ago, about a week ago. How long ago was session 1? A week ago?
In game, yeah, it's been about a week. Yeah.
All right. A week ago, this woman was walking around looking for her kids. We followed her. We killed her because she was a slime thing, almost tried to kill us. And we went down to this slime lair, and there were a bunch of bodies there. We weren't able to bring them up, but they looked like someone might miss them.
There was some children there as well.
Oh.
It's right off of like that big rock.
Yeah. I think that I know
Wherever,
what you're saying.
You know, Fourth and Main.
Found, it was a cart. A cart had been overturned.
Yes,
on the
yeah.
crossroads, right? Yeah, we cleaned that up a few days ago. You're right. There was some weird stuff down there. We managed to bring them up. It was a family called the Foresters. Is their name?
Foresters.
I think they live on the south side. They were visiting from Burton, but didn't make it here, and so there's just. Anyway, they had their funeral a couple days ago. So.
Oh, good. Did you plug the hole? Because there was a there's a
we filled it
giant
right up.
down there or something. You be careful.
Oh, no, that wasn't Etten.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we filled the hole. So.
Oh, good. All right.
What did you fill it with?
The slimy hole.
Filled it with more dirt.
Great. Sorry to bother
You
you.
packed it.
We didn't think of that. We were
Say.
thinking about like a big log and some slime.
Packed it full of dirt.
Yeah. Packed it full of some brown. I don't fucking know.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. What's your name? What's your name tag say? Jethro? I didn't mean to make like a whole scene out of this. I didn't mean to make like a whole improv scene on this. I just wanted to relay information because I didn't want to seem like assholes. See you later. Gotta go get a drink. And
Goodbye.
Finn, I'd like to go and...
Jethro looks at his name tag for a second.
And
Jethro?
that's canon.
There you go. Okay. So you do make your way out of Soul's Armory.
I like how we've made the full circle. Also, just as a side note, that joke is from our first session ever.
One. Yep, very good. It's middle of the night though. In here, back. I'll put you on the Half Mounds map once again.
Last call is in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
all right, everyone, we gotta run.
know.
You said it's dark.
Yeah, it's pitch black, middle of the night.
About how's that moon looking?
It is a pretty cloudy night.
Okay.
Overcast. Not a lot. There's some starlight that twinkles through, but
Okay.
not a big moon tonight.
Not a big mood tonight? Is that what you said?
Is it out at all? Can I tell
Say
if it's out? Can I tell if it's out at all?
Make a nature check.
I'm all right at nature. I'm not all right at nature. 10, 11, 12.
It's really hard to track down right now, but you do think if you waited a while, maybe it would appear. It would just take some patience. Yeah.
All right. Great. Yeah. Let's all go to the Dandelion Inn. Check on. Oh shit. I'll set the guards to go check on our friends. On accident, I think. I want to check on the princess.
I think that they're in room 6, so I think it's fine.
All right. I can't remember.
Do we put them in the middle of us?
I don't know.
We did.
Don't know.
We definitely did. I thought we put them at the end of the hall.
I thought we put them at the end. I thought we put them in number 9.
I thought we did as well.
I just rewatched the episode. You said originally Nereid said put them in 9, and then I think it was
me.
Finn or Gwen, one of you said, no, put them in the middle of us so we can protect them better. You put them in room 7.
I definitely did not say. That's not something I would say.
The guards.
Well, yeah, because we were like, oh yeah, we're in room 6 and 9. Nice.
Yes.
I remember this.
Finn had the key for room 6. Gwen has the key for room 9.
That's all right. They won't let people go into other people's rooms.
Yes, they will. They have the key, don't they?
Look at Grundy right now.
We broke him.
Oh my
we got him, guys.
All right. We really need to check on them.
Directly to a room filled with drow.
Good.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to point out that those guards are probably dead.
All right, so you make your way across town. Little bits of sort of lamplight light the way. It's not too far. You just sort of scurry between town hall. Those figures are not outside anymore. And you make your way to the Dandelion Inn, where you push in, and the entire bar area is pretty empty. But the moment that you walk in, Amethyst strides up to you and says, "What have you done to my establishment? Sending guards here, dragging out the drow. What is all this?"
There was a bit of a misunderstanding.
Clearly, I had to vouch for people I've never met, people that are strangers, people that didn't even know half your names. They could barely even talk their way out of it. I managed to sort it, but...
Oh, Amethyst, you're a real gem, you are. I'm going to pull out... That's all I got. 10 gold. Sorry.
You only have 10 gold?
Yes, because I'm a poor cinnamon roll boy.
Sort of extends his hand and looks at the gold pieces in it.
I'm really sorry. Truly, I am.
You must also take this with you. And he reaches around the bar and pulls out a mop. The room that they were searching for, covered in duck shit. Whole place. I'm not cleaning it.
Oh my god! Oh. All right.
Do not leave wild animals in my fine establishment ever again.
Oh, Amethyst Feathers isn't wild. He's very special.
Look, tall woman, I am not interested in explanations. I want the duck shit cleaned, and I want you to go to bed or get out, one of the two.
All right, yeah, we'll be leaving soon. I guess I'll mop first. Are the drow okay? Is the princess and everyone all right?
Yes, they are. I believe meditating or whatever it is those people do. They were petrified. They were scared that you all had died or had been turned in. It was quite a ruckus. I had people leaving, saying that we had evil people here. It was crazy. So.
Oh, again, I'm really sorry, Amethyst. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. We just kind of dealing with Sackville's death and everything.
If it were not for Jean Sackville, I would have shut the door on you all to begin with. So get up there now.
All right, have a good night.
My mage hand's gonna try and get that 10 gold pieces back and put it back in Finn's pocket.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I was gonna go up to Amethyst.
We can never come back here.
And Jesus,
21.
We can never come back to the Half Mountains ever. Fucking crazy.
21.
That was such a good laugh.
Your mage hand does, as he sort of take right the moment that he sort of opens up a pouch and starts to drop them in, the mage hand kind of circles underneath and like grabs them, and he sort of pauses for a second and then drops the rest of the coin. So you manage to get 4 of those gold pieces back.
I'll put it back into Finn's pocket.
Okay.
Can I talk to Amethyst?
You could try.
You could put 4 gold back on, Finn.
Oh, thank you.
Wait.
I did not notice.
But please, what is it?
How much liquor you got back there?
Mostly wine. Do have a bottle of fire whiskey for the special
That's
occasions.
fine. What do you charge?
For the bottle, it's 3/4 full, 30 gold.
Can I get a shot of that and a bottle of wine?
A bottle of wine, 8 gold. A shot, 1 gold. 9 gold.
Fine.
Can I also have a bottle of wine?
Yes. He slams another one down. 8 gold.
I grab it and walk upstairs.
My bottle of wine?
No, mine.
Don't you touch my wine.
Modifier.
Fucking Mina's out here about to get wine drunk by herself.
Turns into a bear. No.
She's like, don't you take her out of wine. And then well, now she's a drunk bear. Would she be not drunk anymore? How does that work?
It's a good question.
It's a great question. Maybe
find
someday
out.
we'll learn. All right, so you grab your things, you head upstairs. Gwen, you have the key for room 9, which has not been disturbed in any kind of way.
Nice.
Room 6 is indeed piles of duck shit.
Who was in our room? Was it Nereid and Zonder?
Yeah.
I think it was.
That was the original intent.
Oh my god. Okay.
Cool. And then room 7 is quiet. The one between you all for now, at least.
Zonder, you might want to check on the princess. I'll start mopping.
Yes.
All right. You spend the next 10 minutes or so cleaning it up. Feathers is indeed just sort of like, just like.
This is what being a pet owner means.
You're lucky I love you.
Feels a little cooped up, flaps his wings a little bit when he hears you come in, and kind of does his best to run over to you, kind of bumps into the side of something for a second. And he sort of flitters up and tries to jump into the hood, but you're not wearing it, so he kind of like flutters down for a second.
How's it going, airhead? Come on. I'll put my cloak of buns on.
Okay. And as soon as you get it on and tuck him inside, he sort of ruffles the feathers and kind of calms down. Go ahead, just for fun, make a we'll call it a nature check to see how well you could clean this poop.
All right. Whoops. 16.
16. Yeah, you do think you've got all of it in the room. It was gross, but 3 or 4 piles of it just in different places there.
Cool. As I stand at the head, I just good enough.
Yep. All right. Any other things you want to do while you're upstairs? 3:30 in the morning?
Me in particular? No.
Anybody?
Does Finnigan, what do you do after you finish mopping?
After I finish mopping, I'm gonna come outside and see what everyone is, if anyone else is outside. I'm planning on leaving.
Mina never. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say that I've been like kind of listening for like the cadence. You can tell when someone you know's footsteps is like walking down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
I've been like waiting, like to hear specifically Finnigan.
Okay. Yeah. After I finish with cleaning feathers, I sort of say, "All right, we're just gonna go for a little walk, really quick. Stretch your legs and everything." I'll exit and go downstairs. And unless I'm stopped, I'll exit the Dandelion Inn.
I sneak until he gets outside.
And Mina never went upstairs. She's outside, sitting on the ground, drinking.
Okay.
Outside?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay.
Why are both of your characters turning into drunks? What's happened? Are you okay, Mandy?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, so let's start with Gwen. Go ahead and make a stealth check to see how well you can hide from Finn as you go
My
down.
passive is 14.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
Great, there's a shadow behind me.
Yeah, are you worried someone's going to follow you, Finn, or are you just kind of going? If you're worried, you can roll.
No, I'm not particularly worried.
Okay.
If I pass by Mina, I'll stop for a second.
Yep.
Mina, just don't get in any trouble and pace yourself. For living's sake, goodness.
Oh, I'm just. It just tastes good, Finnigan.
Yeah, it does. Just be careful. I'm just gonna go for a little walk, really quick. I'll be right back. 10 minutes.
Okay.
I will leave. I'm heading south.
Okay.
I'm just
before that
kind
happens,
of creepily following him.
Yeah.
Also, just as a side note.
Mina, make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure thing, friend.
Please get drunk.
It just
Please
tastes
get drunk.
good.
13.
13. So
Unless
early
it was
on,
with disadvantage, and then it's a 7, but 13.
No, just 13. Yeah, for a while there, it feels, you're about halfway through the bottle. It's tasting nice, and you're just sort of like, man, this is really kind of a fun thing. And then suddenly there's this kind of like click in your head, and you start to feel, that tastes really good. And you start drinking a little bit faster and a little bit faster, and you kind of, you feel a little bouncy. You also feel like weirdly sad at the same time. It's like a bizarre new feeling for you. It's like how much you just want to dance, but how incredibly sad it makes you at the same time. As you're kind of dealing with that, just want to check in on Zonder. Are you talking to them, or are you going to let them sleep? What was your plan? You're muted.
They seem okay, right?
If you're going to try to open the door or whatever and peek in, or you don't have the key, you'd have to knocking, you know.
Oh. Okay, I'll knock.
Okay. You make a little knock, and there's a quick movement.
No, this is Zonder. If he's going to knock with gusto.
Oh, very good. Who's there? Please, we're just going to... We won't hurt anyone, please.
Open the door. It's Zonder.
Oh, my. And they open the door and pull you inside and quickly close and lock it again. Zonder, what happened? Why would you send these people for us? It was terrifying. I thought we were going to get hurt.
I didn't send anyone for you. It's just been a big mess.
Yes, indeed. Please, go. How do we get out of here? These people, they do not like us either. I don't not know what to do.
Well, I suppose we can't stay here much longer.
Of course.
Are you all right? None of you were hurt.
Okay. It was just scary. They were not expecting us. We were not expecting them, and it was too afraid.
Ugh, surfacers. So paranoid about us.
At this point, like, you see sort of Nidril just kind of turn over and slump to the side, and Theodor's like reading a book in the corner and sort of looks up at you. Yeah, pretty scary, man. Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay.
I want to know what happened to the ruffians that tried to mug us on the road. They turned into a right bunch of...
Yep. So that little thing can play out, and you guys can discuss what you'd like, and we'll cut back to Gwen.
Are you still following? Great. I'm heading to Oliver's garden.
Very good. All right. You make your way a little bit southwest, towards sorry, not southwest. You make your way a little bit east, completely the opposite from where you were, and you find the familiar little small pavilion. Lovely rows of flowers and hanging vines across the whole place. It's well curated, well taken care of, and in the back corner of the place stands a tree sort of reaching up towards the sky, taller than you remember.
Great. I'll walk up to the tree, to the base.
Mm-hmm.
Place a hand on it. Hello? Oh, taking my hand off. Could really use your wisdom right about now. Things went kind of crazy since last I spoke to you. Turns out Sackville's my dad, I think. I still don't really know. Anyways, I just came to check on you. Hope you don't mind. It's been a while, but I'm with Saloon now. Yeah, that's something I'm also doing. She's about nature and everything. You mentioned her a couple times, but never really thought she'd bring me back or even speak to me. It's a whole ordeal. We'll explain later when she's up and moving again. Hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna try and talk to her. Maybe with you she'll give me a bit more answers or something. Oh, this is Feathers, by the way. I kind of turn my back. He's all right. He's blind. He might be a she. I can't really remember.
You do notice, Finn, that Feathers is starting to respond a little bit when you say Feathers. It seems to have
yes,
kind of sinking in.
My heart. So I'll be quick.
Remember when you wanted to get a dog and instead you got a duck?
Yeah, and it's the greatest gift I was ever given. All right, and I'll sit down on. I love him or her. I'll sit down on like by the base of it, the sky up ahead, and I'm gonna try. The moon has to be visible, but I guess I'll try and do my commune with Saloon.
Can you roll me a percentage die?
Sure.
You explode.
60%.
As you sort of look up to the sky and you sort of patiently wait for a minute or two, if Gwen allows this, you do start to see finally a shred of light peer through a passing cloud. It is kind of misty outside. You can feel a damp dew starting to set in as the morning gets a little bit later, and this has allowed the clouds to kind of lower, and the fog around you is thick and wet as the moon begins to shine through.
Great. I'll quickly, all right, take out a few of these candles, light them, and this like white flame coming off of them. Sorry to disturb you, Saloon. I know I've been talking to you a lot recently, but I'm really just lost. First question, I really need to know, is that council I'm about to talk to, can they be trusted?
At this, the fog around you becomes incredibly thick, almost choking you for a moment.
All right. I was expecting something different. Next question. You can answer however you like. I'd just like to know, is Johan gonna be okay?
You swear for a moment that this large tree in front of you, that you're sort of looking at as you peer through the branches and see the moon, you almost see this knot on the side of the tree kind of like shift just ever so slightly, just a little, sort of turns a little to the left as the fog kind of dissipates slightly that was very thick around you.
Great. Thank you, Saloon. I never really told you thank you for all of that, for everything. You're like the only one I can trust right now, I think. So it's nice to have you around. I hope I'm doing you proud, I guess. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. So I'm not expecting a sign or anything. I just hope you didn't feel like you wasted your time on me. All right. Good night. Now, blow out the candles, and I'll stand up and let Feathers. Johan.
Finny.
Oh. Yep.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you like still like kneeling on the ground? Or...
No, I'm standing.
All right. I'll kind of like walk up, not really looking at you, but like, are you still looking at the tree? I need to know what you're doing.
So at this point, I just like sort of whispered, like as you did to me. I was gathering up my candles. They're in my pouch now, and I was letting Feathers sort of walk around, stretch her legs in this garden. So Feathers is walking around, or God's knows wherever they might be. But I was looking at the tree, and now I'm just looking at you, standing at the base of it.
I kind of walk up and like do like that little like shoulder check thing. And I have the bottle of wine in my hand. I kind of just like pop it and like, you want a sip?
Sure. I'll grab it. I'm gonna take a bit more than a sip. I feel like Finn kind of needs it. I'm gonna take a bit more than a sip.
Oh no, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead and make a con save.
It goes from being like a little like to being like a, and she's like
Awesome. Oh, I get advantage when consuming food, huh?
You sure do.
Oh, that fucking sucks. Plastered. 17.
Throws the cloak away.
Tastes very good. It's not quite giving you that numbness maybe you're looking for right now. But...
You do the thing where you put it down, then you're like, I can do another one.
A little bit more. Out. Thanks. Hand it back to you.
Yeah. I just do a sip, not anything like too fucking crazy. So today's been a day. I don't really know what to say to you. It's never really happened before.
You could start with sorry.
I did say I'm sorry.
could say it again.
I'm sorry, Finnigan.
I know. It's a big thing to keep from me.
I thought you were better off.
Wait, but you don't get to make those calls anymore.
Finny, I did that your whole life.
Well, I'm grown now, sort of.
Yeah, but you'll always be my little brother. I kind of ruffle his hair.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, he could be older than me now, I guess.
Actually, I think you're a few months older, actually.
Maybe even a year. That's weird.
That's weird. A twin, but older.
Why do we look the same? No one knows.
I don't. So that sackful thing's weird.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know?
Looking back, maybe. But now it really doesn't. Look, Gwen, I still love you. I do. And I'll still help you whenever you need it. But I need a bit of time. To get back into things.
Do you want me to go, Finny?
No. Never. I think we're just doing that sibling thing right now.
Sibling thing.
Where we're growing up. And, well, maybe just a little bit, not too much. I do stuff. I'll never really grow up, but what I mean is, like, we have our own things going on now sometimes. We're not really tied to the hip anymore.
I mean, we haven't really been tied at the hip for... This is actually the closest we've been in years.
I suppose.
Finny, when was the last time you can remember that we weren't traveling with our parents and weren't just setting the world, the two of us? That we've spent a week together?
I wasn't one... I don't know.
Like, even when we were at Ashran's, we weren't there for very long, and you were doing your thing and I was doing mine. See you in passing, but we were kind of apart, and I don't know, maybe that's why things are weird.
Yeah. I said I'd tell you, and I don't really know how to say it because I don't really know what's going on with it. When I died, I came back. Saloon brought me back. You know, that goddess that Minas goes on about all the time.
Right, you know, you go on about it a lot too. You just don't really go on in specifics.
Right, well, I mean, no specifics actually. She just sort of set me on this mission for her. I don't really know the specifics. But she just sort of chose me, I think.
A mission to do what?
Carry out her will?
Which is...
Damned if I know. Give me another swig, please.
Great. A bottle.
I'm gonna take another swig.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I guess what I'm trying to say is we're fucked up. We are.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
Finny, where have you been?
Oh, well, I'm just sort of realizing at this point.
Oh no, my little sunflower's growing up. You've cocooned. You're finally your little butterfly.
I don't... Listen.
No, I've decided. All right. So remember, before you died, you were just a little caterpillar. You died, and that was the cocoon. Now you're a butterfly, and I don't know how to handle that.
I really don't like when you go on these tangents about our spirit animals again. I'm sorry for everything. I know what you did. I know you meant right by it. It's just gonna take time to process, is all.
All right. You know, if we go to Don's Promise, That's probably where our parents are.
I know.
So, I guess my parent... I don't know who we share. I don't know what's really going on there.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Speaking of, I'd like you to meet someone.
All right.
I'm gonna turn towards the tree.
What color leaves did this tree have also?
Red.
That's what I thought. Okay, go
on. Gwen, I'd like you to meet my dear friend, Johann Sebastian Bark.
Go away.
I'm so proud of him.
God damn it.
He sent me that name. I was so proud.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, just like fucking Gene, fucking Saxville, I see you. You think you're sly, Zach. You're not sly. For those who don't know.
I never said I was sly.
For those who don't know, Sackville, who is super definitely based off of kind of Willy Wonka, is just that. And I don't know if you all know what the original person who played Willy Wonka's name was. Google it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Johann Sebastian Bark. Please go on.
Right. This is my dear friend. He's sort of asleep right now. I used to check on him a couple times. But he's a dear friend.
Make a nature check, Gwen.
Oh, okay.
It's a tree.
I think hold on. 13.
This sounds pretty crazy that he's telling you this friend is a tree that you don't really have much of a backing of what the hell he's talking about, just to give you some context.
I know a little bit about this tree. I didn't know he named it.
Yeah.
Finny.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you told me you wanted to become a painter?
Mm-hmm.
And you came and you painted a little tree on me?
I did.
Is this that tree?
Most definitely.
I want to show you something.
You don't have a tree friend, do you, as well?
No, I don't have a tree friend, but
This is my flower.
No, and this is gonna sound weird out of context, but she's gonna start like taking off the back of her shirt, like just like pulling it up. And she shows you this like piece on her shoulder that's like this tattoo, and it's just of like this beautiful like red leafed tree. Like it's just like very like ornate like bark and has leaves on it, whatever. And there's like some falling, and you can kind of see them start to like trail onto her arm. I got this when you died. I didn't really know you had. I didn't know its name was Johann at the fucking time.
That's really funny. Gwen, it's beautiful and it's heartwarming, but it's really, really funny.
I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck. I just I thought it was going to be meaningful, and now it just kind of makes me look like an asshole. So,
it's meaningful.
I think they would call this a tramp stump.
Yeah.
Can we also talk about the fact that Gwen also has a butterfly tattoo? That's a completely different thing. Anyway.
It's heartwarming. It's the first thing I ever painted, and you got it tattooed on you. It's also just really funny because Johann would have really liked it.
I mean, it was important to you, Finny. I know how much you paint, and I want to be a painter, and that was the thing. And I don't know. You're so excited. I never really forgot. Anyway, that's not the point. Who is this guy? Is he actually a tree? What the fuck's happening?
I don't really know. Johann was smaller when I met him.
Because he's a tree and that's how trees grow?
Right. But he taught me, when I was alone, he sort of talked to me, guided me, taught me about nature and plants and stuff.
So this...
Yeah.
All right, Finny, so...
And then he fell asleep.
It was a tree talking to you?
Right. It was more of a sapling at that time.
Okay. What did its voice sound like?
It's a bit like, hello. I like that.
I don't... Where do we seeing as I go. I don't know what to say here. Right. So the tree, I was a sapling, and he talked to you, and there definitely wasn't ever a person behind it, or.
Oh, there might have. No, there actually wasn't. No.
Okay. And
Gwen, look, just give me your hand.
Oh, okay.
You just trust me. Place her hand on the tree.
Make a insight check.
I'm good at those. Nice. 23.
Yeah, it feels like a tree. And yet there's something about it that I don't know. You've been in the wilderness. You've traveled around a lot. You've obviously climbed trees before, but this particular one, there's something about it that's, you swear to God, breathing.
That's damn it, Sam. Christ. That's Finny. What the fuck is this thing?
I don't know, but he's really nice. He is.
I read a book about this when I was a child called The Tree That Gives. And is this like one of those situations where he just like keeps giving until like he's gone?
I don't really know what that means.
Like when you need something, you come up to the tree and he like breathes on you a little bit and gives you some of his branches.
Well, he never gave me anything, I guess.
I think as you both discussed the specifics of how trees that live, that talk, that grew, that or whatever work,
you followed me.
We will cut back to Mina sitting on the porch, now feeling, oh wow, that bottle is empty, and you're holding it up and trying to get those last little.
I just fucking take a swig and I'm just like, ah.
Yeah. Mina, you try to get those last little dregs, and there's nothing left, and maybe you want another bottle or something, and as you feel that impulse inside of you, you suddenly see kind of running past you a portly little halfling person, sort of like, oh, sorry, sorry, could you help me? I'm having a problem. Hello? Are you? Whoa, you're big.
What kind of problem are you having?
So I was supposed to help my dad's garden, and I sort of did something bad, and I don't know how to fix it. Do you know anything about gardens, or?
I know a lot about gardens.
Okay.
Well, kind of. I don't know as much as my brother did, but.
Do you know anything about demons?
No, I don't at all.
Oh,
sorry.
That'd be nice. Oh gosh, I really need someone who can help me with my garden, and the demons or my dad's gonna kill me. Oh no. And he sort of pushes past you a minute and kind of.
Why are you out so late? It's like 3 a.m. Who
Yeah.
makes their little kid garden at 3 a.m? Just go
I'm not
to
a
bed.
little kid. I'm not a little kid. I'm an adult man, and I'm trying to do my
Well,
dad's
then
job.
why are you doing your dad's garden if you're an adult man?
This
Go
is
get
a
your
complicated
own garden,
situation.
dude.
Look at that bottle of wine. Where do you think that bottle of wine comes from? Okay, so it's important that certain rituals happen under the witching hour of night, and so if you can't help me, just forget about it. Okay, I'll try to find somebody else.
I'll help you with your ritual. I got nothing better to do here other than just feel sorry for myself. So go ahead, lead the way.
Okay. Okay. Oh my. All right. And he starts to sort of grab your hand and try to pull you in the other direction. And at this point, I think somewhere in the middle of your tree conversation, Gwen and Finn, you do see sort of stumbling and being pulled by the familiar figure in the silhouetted lamplight, Otto, pulling Mina down the street as she kind of clomps forward, and they almost cut right by Oliver's garden and start heading in the other direction.
Why do you keep bringing him up? Why do you do this to me?
2 steps back.
Mina! Otto! Where?
Oh my goodness, Finn! So, oh boy, so this is serendipitous. Can I have some help, please? I did something bad.
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Did something real bad.
Finnigan, he said something about a demon and witching hour stuff, and I figured it was as good as anything to do. So, you want to come?
Oh my!
I'm hiding my face.
Mina, I said take it easy. I can smell you from over here.
What? I showered. Well, no, actually, I didn't shower. I'm sorry. Next time I get a chance, I'll shower. But come on, it should be fun, and at least it'll make it so I don't have to think about other things. Come on.
All right, yeah, sure, let's go.
You don't. I just want to be clear here. You might not know what you're getting into. So I summoned the demon in my dad's garden.
Oh, fucking Christ, Otto.
All right, so let's rewind, backspace, undo. What?
What's a backspace?
Well, he would have had to do it in his dad's garden because he doesn't have one of his own.
Oh, right. I can tell that you're a mean drunk.
What?
Just give her. It's her first time. Just give her a second.
Oh.
What do you mean drunk? Oh. What does drunk mean?
All right, Otto. Let's just go. It's probably not a demon. He's probably just overreacting.
No, I tried to draw the sigil on the ground, and then I tried to summon the thing, and it came out of the ground, and it looked like a flower at first, and then it sort of like its head kind of separated into these different petals, and it screeched at me, and I ran, and it's in the middle of the corn maze now, and I'm not. This is bad.
Hey, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like a demon?
That sounds like a demon. Yeah.
All right. Oh shit! Sounds like a demon. So how about this, Otto? I've got better friends who are way more capable of dealing with this shit. At the Dandelion. So let's go with them, and then we'll go to your corn maze. Why the fuck do you have a corn maze?
I just ran in there because I thought that maybe I'd lose him.
Otto, shut up. Let's fucking go.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. And he starts running back towards the Dandelion Inn that you told him to go to.
Jogging next to Finnigan and Mina. I'm like, why is this my fucking life? Why does he keep fucking showing up?
Oh, hey, Gwen! I didn't even notice. Oh, hey, Gwen. Not the time. And then keeps running forward. So poor Amethyst is about to lock the door of the Dandelion Inn and slide the bar across when suddenly, boom, the door bursts open with Otto sort of slamming it. Okay, help. Where are they? What's going on?
They're in room 7. They're in room 9.
Okay. Okay. Go get him. I don't know. I don't know these people. What's going on?
Stay here and talk to Amethyst. And I toss fucking 2 gold at Amethyst, and I'm like, sorry about the fucking door. And I run upstairs to get people.
Amethyst, do you have any more wine?
Oh, Jesus.
He just takes a bottle of wine and slides it down the bar and doesn't even charge you for it and just sits in the chair with his head in his hand.
He's like, I've had your type before. I'm gonna knock frantically on room 9. Room 9.
Room 9. Yeah. So, Nereid, you do hear rap on the door.
I immediately get up. I was probably just either sitting on the bed or laying down, having a little bit of a snooze nap, sort of a siesta. It's late, but we just napped, so it's not a big deal. I hop up and run to the door and open it and.
Oh, what's going on?
Hi, Nereid. You ever killed a demon?
Oh.
Would you like to?
Yes.
Great, let's go.
I think Zonder, where are you in the room as well?
I can't remember what room we're in.
Well, Zonder was having a conversation with the drow in room 7,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have been in there.
You could have been in there too, yeah. So anybody in the room with me at this time, I'll haul it as well.
Let's go. Oh,
okay.
Come on, get your armor on. It takes you guys forever. Jeez.
I slide my sandals on and run out the door.
Okay. Zonder, you do hear this commotion in the hallway, and the sort of conversation with the princess ends. And that's why I never really wanted to tell them about how much I loved her. What's that noise?
Oh, no.
The lore implications.
We already knew the implications. Come the fuck on.
Come on, Zolder, adventure.
Meanwhile, Zonder's mind is blown. He had no idea.
Yeah. Zonder just learned a lot about the pressures of being a princess and falling in love with another woman.
The thing that fucking Gwen has been talking about to Zonder for like 3 days now.
No, okay. Has she?
Yes, she's been like, You're not her type. She doesn't know. Like.
Oh, the hinting. Oh, you thought Zonder would pick up on hints.
Oh no.
He storms out into the hall wondering what's happening.
Adventures order.
There you go. So Otto is downstairs being like, come on, please, I gotta handle this real fast. Oh, God, oh, jeez, oh, boy.
Don't worry, Otto. Leave it to the middle. We're still calling ourselves the
No,
middle.
we're not fucking calling ourselves that. Let's go.
What? I thought we were. Why are we not calling ourselves the middlemen?
We'll talk it over later. Lead the way, Otto.
Because only one of us is a man.
Or am I there now?
What?
Yes, you made your way out.
I just want to walk up to Otto and squint and go. Why do you look familiar?
I don't know. So, yeah, so let's go. And you make your way out of the Dandelion Inn. You run back across Oliver's Garden towards what you know to be the Autolycus farmstead. But instead of being led to the direct main farmstead just north of here, my goodness, this music gets a little intense. Instead of being led to the farmstead directly north of here, he takes you a little bit to the east toward the river. You guys would be aware that the Autolycus family, they call themselves Autolycus because the last name's Monkwort, and they just know that Monkwort's not going to sell a lot of wine, so they just go with the first name, Autolycus, and then Otto for his nickname for his son, like Autolycus Jr. Anyway, he's running.
Thank you for that lore. Thank you.
Just making sure everyone understood how
it.
long I think about these stupid things.
I named his last name. You're welcome for that.
And then I came up with the whole reason why the winery is not named Monkwort.
Monkwort?
Okay. Yeah, and then so he runs you towards the northeastern side of the river. You start to tread not on grapevines anymore, but you see these corn stalks coming up, and this is like it's a kitschy thing they do every harvest. They take the corn and knock some of it down, and it's a fun little place for people to run and hide and for the kids to have fun with. All the kids at Beacon of Light really love Beams of Light, love to come in and play. And as he pulls you in, you see in front of you a thing. You see in front of you.
We wait with bated breath as the map changes.
You see in front of you the corn raising from the ground as this wall around, and you start to hear this strange little noise coming from inside.
I just see the word "rip" carved into a table.
Oh my goodness. Ruin all my moments. Hold on.
This isn't ominous at all.
I'm kind of scared, actually.
You find yourselves hearing this sort of little noise of, oh, he's not there. As you make your way towards tall stalks of corn maze. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
How tall are the tall stalks of corn?
They are quite tall. They're probably 9 or 10 feet tall. Yeah,
corn grows pretty
kind of
enormously
corn is
tall.
that?
Yeah, enormously, maybe super food.
Okay.
It's super corn.
Well,
as opposed to the normal corn, that would be probably about your height.
He said they knocked him down and made this, so it's probably really tall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's point out all the other holes in my stories. My favorite part of this. Hey, everybody!
More hours, guys. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. I don't know if that map even ended up popping up, but thank you for watching episode 9 of Party Foul. We're so glad to be back. Next week we are down a Gwendolyn, unfortunately, so we will miss out on that.
Don't punch a demon for me, okay, guys?
Yeah, might end up punching a demon for her. But I will already tease this to give you coming back for more and loving all of this. Every time we start to end the stream, we get more viewers. It's so funny. And we're going to hang out for a little bit and talk to you. But I just want to tease real quick that we have a wonderful Halloween episode. It's going to happen not next week, but the week after that. So we are planning it out a little bit more than we typically would. We got some fun ideas planned. It'll still be canon. It's still a real story. It's just gonna, be a little extra spooky. Not that this one might not be already. So, we hope you'll join us in the future for more Party Foul. We hope you'll join Lawful Stupid's wonderful community by checking out the Discord, clicking below right down there, hitting that follow button, hitting that Discord button, and joining in and playing games with us because we just love to do all of that stuff. with you all. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We hope you liked our little YouTube cartoon that took, like I said, way too long to make. But
What, 2 weeks?
yeah, we worked on that for, I don't know, at some point we counted like 120 hours between all of us had been put into it. So, you know, we're just doing our best. But it was a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be so much quicker for the next 8, yeah?
We shall see.
Actually,
yeah.
You know what? It probably will be faster next time.
I actually had an
like
idea also.
this
It's
time.
fine. We don't gotta talk about it.
Anyway.
No.
Oh.
Are we crabs?
Yeah, we're crab people now.
Crab
I'll put on my
Crab
festival, little more fun festival music here. And
the iconic Halfling Festival.
Oh my god, that festival music is from our session 0 where we met Sackville before he died. Remember, guys?
God,
No. Don't remember that.
Shit got real. Okay.
All I remember is bushes.
Ew.
Evil demon bushes.
Me too. Wait, what?
Yeah. Man. Anyway, so we're here. We'll be here for the next 5 or so minutes to chill with you and chat. Let us
If we
know
hang
your
out for another
thoughts.
2 hours, it'll be my birthday.
Ooh.
That's a long time to hang out.
You know what the perfect
2
birthday
hours.
present to our lovely Gwendolyn would be? Just clicking that follow button right there. Joining us for all our wonderful programmings. I think I mentioned this a few times, but like I said, Monday you got Garden of Eden. Tomorrow morning you have Erroth returning at 10 a.m. Monday night 7:30 Garden of Eden, and then of course
Erroth
Saturday
being
afternoon
streamed?
Isfjell.
Erroth is being streamed, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a YouTube thing.
No, well, it was originally, but then Arnout convinced, well, said something to Dwarf, and then Dwarf mentioned it to Mark. Mark was like, yeah, I'm up for that. And I'm like, I didn't think we wanted to stream it. Yeah, okay. It's like, all right, we're back
There you
stream.
go.
The funny thing is, we mentioned it in the Erroth chat, and then 2 of them yesterday went, what, we streaming this? I was like, are you serious? This has all been announced. But yeah, we are streaming.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of everyone's communication skills.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we are streaming it, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a really good group as well.
After that stream's over, you guys
That's
should come
a
out
great
and
group.
hang with me for my birthday stream because I'm going to be very lonely.
Yeah.
And after that stream, you should come hang out at my
House. Everyone's going to
at my home game. I'll DM 30 people.
That'd be
Oh my god,
That
crazy.
please.
sounds awful.
That sounds
Yeah.
fucking amazing. Just don't
Depends
let
on how
that.
drunk everybody is.
But obviously,
there's all
I
of
just
our,
want to
like,
say
handles and stuff if you want to know more about us. We're taking questions, we're hanging out, we're just chilling, talking about the episode. What were you going to say,
Also,
Lee?
thank you,
I was
Abe.
just gonna say, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the people that followed tonight, and a big shout out, obviously, to Pie Gods for those massive
Everyone.
amounts of bits, and everyone else
All
that's
the biddies.
bits and
Everyone
subs
pray
and
to
everything,
Pie
man.
Gods, please.
Pie
Yeah.
Gods, thank you very much.
Join me in praying.
Let
It's
pie
your
gods
guys'
be pie
support
gods.
that makes it helps
No.
us, make this channel even better. So
Our Father.
any money that
Thou art in
pie.
any
Who
money
art
that we
in
make
oven.
always goes straight back into this community, straight back into this whole project to try and make it better. So
Hallowed be thy ingredients.
yeah.
Organic be thy ingredients.
There it is.
I think I was going to say, in order to make
I know that whole
make
prayer, man. I
Pie
can
God
keep
feel
going.
better, maybe everyone should donate 314 bits.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah.
Beat me to that joke by like that much, but
Blink,
Blink and I have
Blink's
the exact same
on,
humor.
on fucking top of
on point.
everything.
He's on point.
Yeah,
He's the
exact same
punniest
humor, it's just
boy.
who does it first? Yeah.
So, guys, I'd like it known. After this session, I'll be addressed as Lord Flanagan, because I will be richer than
Oh, okay.
everyone in the country. So,
Are you
I thought you
going
were
to
just gonna leave it
cosplay
at
this?
Lord.
I might. I'll see. I have a lot of cardboard.
Little pre-Halloween fun. Yeah.
Yes.
The Cardboard King.
Oh dear.
Yeah. This is a sort of coming out of a heavy episode. A lot of things to unravel at the beginning and figure things out. But we'll see how next episode starts, and then we've got a funeral to attend and all sorts of other things to sort out.
We can't get a rest. We wanted an 8 hours sleep. We got 6, and then demons.
Yep. You sure did.
Nice. I love
You
it when
sure
demons
did.
happen.
I'm fine.
I don't need money to buy
dear.
bits for the last month. Sorry. No, yeah, I'm just kidding about the whole bits thing. I was just making jokes about
Zach's trying to shill, but only as a joke.
Yeah.
He'll feel
jokes
bad if
about
he really
pie.
So-
Requiat in pie. Very funny.
Did we kill those cult members at
Yeah.
Treyleaf? We did kill them?
The ones that you remember from Trey Leave, yes.
The ones that we saw, but like there could have been more of them.
Mm-hmm. So far, 2 of them have escaped without being killed that I know of, and that's about it.
Fucking Finnigan having morals. God damn it.
Well,
He was
the
depressed.
one we captured, though, he killed himself, so taken care of. Don't have to worry about
Nice.
it.
I love when that happened. Wait, no, shit, that was bad.
Technically, there's no blood on our hands.
Yeah, not our fault.
Does that mean we go into this battle at level 5?
Nope.
No, I think we're halfway. We're about halfway to level 5 right now.
I'm just so theory crafting.
Oh my god.
I love theory crafting.
Theory crafting on why yes, I have a tree. On why they had a spectator and why they were making people fuck.
Because they're into voyeurism.
Well, they're the Cult of Rebirth, so I think they're like. So I wrote down every information that I got. So, faded away. World's not worthy of people on it. Wanted a new world for new people. How did they get a spectator? They have to summon one.
I mean, they probably did. They're a cult.
They're psychopaths.
It's kind of what cults do, is like summon shit.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they
like
could have connections to a more powerful
exactly
group as well. It could be a subset of a group of
that have a
number
beholder.
of people. Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
I
mean,
probably
who would have a beholder.
A beholder might just be like, yeah, do my shit. Yes, we're all rebirth and everything. And meanwhile, they're like,
Can everybody just watch Zach's face during this conversation, please? Because this is like perfect.
If only
keep
there
going.
were some books that maybe had explained things.
Yeah.
Maybe there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look,
I didn't want to steal.
Also, I like how you're like upset about this, but we're probably still definitely gonna get at the very least of that estate. So like, you're just telling us what to do. You know that, right?
I'm not telling you what to do because I actually was talking to James last week about how I don't actually want to know what's in the book, like me as a person, because like it's gonna be deep.
Plus they're
And
big
too much
books.
for me to handle.
Stop the empty, goddammit.
No, I was simply laughing because of the prep time that went into like, oh yeah, I put a library in this place. And there's gonna be books that he wants. Okay, I deserve this. Let me do my prep work and get everything ready for when he reads these books. And then he was really like, I'm gonna put the books back.
yeah, well, I stole them, and then I found out I'm stealing from my dead father. This feels wrong.
You're not stealing. They're literally yours.
Not yet, though. Not yet. I felt bad.
Yeah, this is a interesting situation. I'm very curious how it plays out. I can't wait.
I mean, I did search the bookshelf that you put the books back on, but I rolled a 3. So.
Yeah, you didn't.
No. You rolled a 2. I
Did
rolled
I?
the 3.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's
Yeah.
right. I rolled 2. You rolled 3.
Also, what's the deal
you
with
did
those
real good.
4 items that we got that were in the
They're
bag?
probably magical.
The world may never
Probably.
know. You could have
That-
spent last night fucking
I
looking
was-
at them,
I
but you
was
did not.
going to.
I
You
forgot to
actually
do
already
that.
you already know that they're not magical.
Yeah, I was going to
You
check on,
detect
but we were in
magic
different cells.
when it was up when you were doing the puzzle. So they are.
But having a war medal may be viable for other things later.
Yeah, having a absent spoon might be viable.
I still wonder who Petunia is.
Who,
What?
Koopa Tunya?
Oh,
She's
the
from
ring!
Mario.
The ring. I still need to follow up on the ring. If anyone hears someone named Petunia,
One day we're gonna find this old lady who's like,
It's a me, Koopa Tunya.
We have so many plots. We have so many plot side quests.
there's so much that Zach is doing that he's like, cool, all of this is gonna be really cool narrative stuff. I've like connected everything, and we're just like, ha da 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 da. Let's look
Yeah,
at this tree.
Oh, there's a connection that I'm not even going to mention yet that I realized during this episode that I'm not saying anything about. You guys are going
we're
to
gonna
have to
steal a
watch.
chandelier like Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
There's
There
no
were some interesting.
chandelier.
There were definitely some interesting roles. I mean, I had certainly prepped a situation where the 3 of you might have gotten your asses kicked by these folks, and I think those hold person roles were
clutch
as
crazy
shit.
Yeah.
clutch,
Yeah.
crazy clutch. They don't have a very high DC on the save, but they're sort of glass cannon kind of creatures.
I mean,
so
like wisdom saves for Mina are cake.
Yeah, wisdom saves for Finn are
yeah,
ridiculous.
the deck saves were interesting, especially with Finn going down in the round 1, because I knew, how
Yeah,
hurt
sorry,
you guys
bro.
were.
Like, you're like, Finn can take it, and I'm like, he can't. Did you forget our session 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I did.
I mean,
It's
also
we literally
funny
can
to be, you know.
I actually
hey,
rewatched it, but I did.
This is very meta, but we talk things like this in Party Foul. It was very funny to me to be like, here's what can happen if you split up the party and like put you guys in the situation, and then immediately you run to Otto and you guys are like, well, let's go check it out, and I'm like, man. You're just gonna go without the rest of the party.
I was sitting there waiting.
Discord,
I was like, are they gonna come and get us?
I wasn't going to. The fact that James was like, we should go back and get them. I was like, smart.
Yeah. I went on a
super
rant.
was-
I can't fight. Mina can kind of fight.
The funny thing is,
I have like the best kill count here.
Yeah, Mina.
not against a demon.
I've decided now we don't need a
Proton is
fighter
the
because we've
highest
got
kill
Mina. But
I'm a fighter.
you know, Faye thinks she's invincible, and she's been so close twice for being dead.
But I
So
haven't
close.
been yet. Ooh, ha 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 ha.
Zonder will be clutch with those banishing arrows, though.
Also, it's not that I think I'm invincible. It's that Gwen thinks she's invincible. Two completely different
Yeah,
things.
telling an elder council member, I'll slit your throat, or whatever the hell that you said about coming at you, and she was just like, oh, yeah, sure you will. Like, what the fuck are you?
I mean,
Probably not the
Tam-
first time she was
Tamshu
threatened
said
that
it's
day
the
either.
kill count.
God damn it!
Thank
Stop.
God.
Yeah,
Damn.
of course he does.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I was really happy to hear about Gwen's tramp stump. That was pretty fun.
She has a
Right,
butterfly
the tramp
tattoo
stump.
also that I was like, should I make it a tramp? No, that's dirty.
Well, we had prepped a little bit more about the going to the half mountains and stuff, and so I mentioned to both of them, all right, is there anything in your backstories that you need to like deal with? And of course, here come the clowns of just like millions of backstory things all popping in at the same time, which is always wonderful. But
It's so funny too because when you told me about that, what you like about your whole painting thing today, I was like, cool, this is a tattoo she has. And then you're like, this is my best friend, the tree, and I was like.
that's a good troll, yeah.
I was gonna wait. I was like, they're never gonna know. No one's ever gonna see this until they're like bathing in a river one day, and she's like, I'm gonna go clean myself. Like, that was what I was thinking that would happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like we were in Zonder lore for a while, and now we're in Finnigan land, and then there's hopefully some pieces for everybody else, and I think today was maybe the first piece for Nereid, but the poor boy
And
was
Mina.
rolling so badly.
Well, yeah. Also, the just out of character stuff that Gwen and Finn have been saying is very intriguing.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What do
Wait,
you
what's
mean?
that?
What do you
Also
mean?
Which stuff? What?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's all
No, tell me, you. Tell me.
It's all out of character stuff.
Yep.
Out of character stuff.
I think it's
the
stuff about
only
the
hint
council.
you're getting. That's the only hint. And you'll never ever piece it together.
It might be the council. Actually, we were kind of.
Sam's like, nah, it's not that. What could it mean?
What else did we
So
talk
close.
about?
So close.
Johann Sebastian Bach in Oliver's Garden.
It's the trees. The trees. The connection.
I can't believe you.
I'm so proud.
I needed a name and I liked it.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to wrap things up there. Once again, thank you to everybody. We are so humbled every week by your support. Go out there, play some fun games. Play them with us if you want on our Discord channel. See us anytime. We will hang out. We'll chat. We'll become your best friends. And we will see you next week for Party Foul episode 10. Wow. Double digits.
10?
Double digits. Please stick around with us.
10.
We're gonna throw a little raid fun at a friend of ours. Throw some chickens in the chat. Throw some lawful stupid emotes. And again,
chickens. In the
just
chat.
thank you.
Wait, why
we'll
was
see
it
you-
called dots?
Ooh, why was it called dots? Bye, everybody.
What?
Bye.
Why?
Sam?
Why was it called dots?